little bit loud to talk over. I don't like shouting over music or TVs for that matter. Just bear with me while I just shut my phone off. There we go. I hope we're all having a lovely, lovely day. Welcome. If you are new, I am Lo. It's lovely to have you here. I can see Evie in the chat. It's so lovely to have you join us, Evie. I know it must be kind of early-ish for you today, but I really appreciate you popping in and saying hi. But yeah, let me change over to the game. Let me know how the audio is for this. I haven't streamed Animal Crossing for quite a while, so I have dropped it down a little bit because it can get a little bit loud. At times it's a little bit like Stardew Valley, so I've dropped it down a little bit. But today, you're all going to have to indulge me. This is a stream for me. But we are going to be doing the dream tour of my Hunger Games themed Animal Crossing Island, because the film adaptation for The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes has been released today in the cinemas in the UK. I think it may have been released last night, maybe like a midnight showing over in the US. Oh, it's only 9 AM for you. Okay, that's not too bad then. That's not too early. Yeah, that's fine. Good. You're not woken up early. Good. So yeah, so I thought today we would take a little tour of my my island, because I have done tours of this island before when it has been Hunger Games themed, when it hasn't been, but I've done a lot of work on it and sort of changed things up on it. And even I think from the last time I maybe have shown it on stream, I've made a few little changes. So I thought it would be fun to instead of going there actually on the island where we can be like interrupted by villagers when we look in houses, I would jump onto one of my other islands. This is Rue, aptly named for the Hunger Games tour. This is my little character of Rue. She's a character that I kind of made up because most of my like Animal Crossing like avatars are named after me. I have a Louise and I have a Lo, but this is little Rue, and she's my island designer character. She basically works for Tom Nook, and she travels from island to island and designs different islands along different themes, and then once it's finished she uploads the dreams of them, and then she moves on to the next one. And we're actually at that stage on this particular island right now where the dream has been done. So if we have time, which I probably think we will, I can show you around this island, and we could maybe start to take it down because I really have to get on with doing that as well. But first thing we're going to do is we're going to head into the house, and we're going to go and speak to Luna, and we're going to head over to Panem. You thought I named her Rue after Rue from Winnie the Pooh? No, she's Rue from the Hunger Games. Well, kind of, but yeah, I thought the name Rue was really pretty when I read the Hunger Games book. So, so I decided to name her Rue, and her accompanying person on this island is actually called Prim, and she is definitely named after Primrose. She even has like the blonde hair and everything. So, she is definitely Primrose, but I named her Prim for short. But right, we want to sleep. But while we do this, let me know how you all are. I hope you're all having a good day. I also want to to say like hello to all of the new subscribers that I've had over the past couple of days. It's lovely to have you all here. LP! Hi! It's lovely to see you in the chat. I hope you're having a good day. You think the house is lovely? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, we can definitely have a look around this island after we've visited Panem for sure. But yeah, let me know how you all are. I hope you're having a good day, LP. I'm guessing it's probably around the same time, 9ish in the morning, for you as well. So I really appreciate you being here. Right, we want to dream. And but yeah, I've had a few new people join the Cosy community, which is just really lovely. I only know the names of like 3 of you, and there is more than 3 of you. But I'm guessing you guys maybe have your subscriptions on private, which is why I don't actually get to know your names. But it's lovely to have you join. We're gonna revisit a dream, and I hope you enjoy your time here. We're very welcoming of everyone here, so Yeah, please do. If you're comfortable and you are a new subscriber, you know, don't be afraid to say hello in chat. We don't bite. Not much anyway. Right, we want to go here. Let me know how the audio is if you want me to turn up the game or anything. I can do that. It's not a problem. Yes, we want to go to Panem. It's Friday, so you can't complain. You're doing some spreadsheet work, so nothing exciting. Oh, hopefully that won't take too long. Listen, that I actually didn't mind doing all the spreadsheet stuff when I worked in admin. It's kind of monotonous, but it's just like, it's not stressful either, is it? It's not like a thought-provoking, like, just like, not thought-provoking, what do I mean? It's not like a stressful kind of job to do, is it really? You can, if it's just like adding numbers and into things, it's not too bad, I guess. Are your Animal Crossing islands overrun with flowers? Yeah, I've experienced that for sure. The sound's good. Oh, that's good then. Good. Okay, we're getting drugged up on whatever Luna's given us, and we are off to Panem. Yeah, it could be worse. Sure. Okay. So here we are. And I'm hoping if I've set this right, we should hear the clock sound for the hour as well. I think. Okay, so we're in Panem. Okay, okay, Luna. Okay, I get it. Shh. Shush. Yeah, we've got about 5 minutes, and then we'll hear the bell. That is part of the island tour. So let's pick up some presents, because I always leave goodies for my little dream visitors. Make sure to open. So we have some boots, which you can't see at the moment because little Ruby's wearing tweed trousers. We have a jacket. We're going to pretend that this is a hunting jacket, okay? Okay, we're all pretending, yeah? Okay, good. Okay. And then we've got some little pants. So we're going to pretend that Rue actually has brown hair and it's in a plait and she's Katniss. And she's going hunting, okay? That's the idea of this outfit. Okay? But we start off, when you come to Dream, you start off at the Justice Building. We can't go in. Can we get inside here? No, we can't get inside here during the dream. But my thinking of this is that Tom Nook is Haymitch. And Effie, Isabelle is Effie. I think she has Effie energy. For sure. Who's my favourite villager? My favourite villager is Lobo. I'm a bit of a sucker for the wolves. I love the wolf villagers. This little guy is also a favourite. This is Walker, if you don't know. He looks like a dog that I actually used to have in real life, so that's why he is here. But yeah, so when you wake up, you'll wake up at the Justice Building. And I think what we'll do is we'll kind of do like a back and forth way that that I kind of go around this island on a daily basis. I think we'll do it that way, but we're going to miss my house. Will do last, which is down that way. So we'll head down there last. I think we'll go through that house last. But if we head down this way, and we're going to go over to the we're going to do on the left hand side. So these little guys here, these are all the peacekeepers. There's quite a few of those around the island, so you have to be on your best behavior. This little space, kind of a filler space, not really themed on anything, but the idea is that the tributes have to wait for the train here. That's my kind of thinking behind that. And then we'll go up here first. So this takes us into District 8. Not all the districts are represented, but a few of my sort of favourites and ones that I felt fit the island, I've added in. So this is District 8 because District 8 were the districts that manufactured all the clothing and all of the peacekeeper uniforms and things. So having the Able sisters as in District 8. Just it kind of felt right. You made 100k with your gold and blue roses. Nice, Evie. Get you. That's great. So yeah, we just have some little outfits here. We have the Mockingjay symbol on some cloth here, and then this little tiger t-shirt represents Tigress. If you do come, there is also, there's not really much here. This is just like a little seating area, just a filler space again. And then if we head up here, like I say, we are going to go into this space, but I'll just show you this this lookout bit here. So let's just take the camera. Oh, it's been a while since I've done this. I want that one, and then we can go up a little bit more. So that's the view from the lookout, essentially, which we will go in there. But that's basically the District 12 woods. So, but I will show you around there and the house at the end of the tour. So if we come down from here, we go into the hob. We had to have a hob. So this is where all of our black market goods are that we can buy. We've got paintings. Might be real, might not be real. Who's to say? It's fine. This is this is Greasy Say. She sells the best stew ever. Just don't ask her what's in it. And oh, hang on, in here as well. I think I still, yeah, look, I have the little jewelry stand, which is there. You know, you might find a Mockingjay pin or two within there. You know, you never know. If we're going to be accurate with the whole books, rather than the film. My town theme is the hanging tree. That's not dark at all, is it? So, sorry, I wanted to just stop so you could hear that. I hope that picked that up okay. I should have turned the volume up a bit. But these are the Malak's pigs. And they're eating all of their bread and mushrooms. And then if we come here, we have another little gift that you can pick up. And it's some of Peter's bread. So you get bread here if you want. You can eat the bread if you want. But we'll go into Peter's. You made your tune Song of Storms. Oh, nice, Evie. But this is the bakery. This is nothing too elaborate. I didn't feel that the bakery in District 12 would be anything like elaborate. But we have the breads, we have the cakes that, you know, Peter decorates, and we have some biscuits and things, or cookies, as you guys would know across the pond. And then we have kind of like a little takeaway station as well, so you could go in and buy what you want, and then you come away with your little takeout box. And then if we come into the back here, you love it. Oh, I'm so glad I'll be. This is the bakery section. So this is where all of the baked goods are made. And we've got a little radio going in here. So the Malarks are like jamming out to some music while they do their thing and bake their bread and everything. So yeah, this is their little home. Peter is on the island. He's wandering around. So we'll probably come across him at some point. Let's head back out of here. What's my favorite crisps? Oh, I'm kind of boring with that. I like just a plain, like, salted. What's yours, Evie? Yeah, I'm glad you clarified that you meant, like, what you call chips. I'm impressed that you know that they're crisps. Not everyone knows that. But yeah. Over here, we've just got some more, like, little bakery things. We're pretending that the pizza oven is actually a bread oven, okay? Use your imagination. This is... Oh, here's Peter. Let me see if I can talk to him so that we'll actually get to see him properly. Here we go. So there's Peter. So Peter's advertising his bakery. He's got his little like floppy hair. You like Doritos? Cool. But yeah, this is little Peter. He doesn't come out often. But yeah, he tells us to go to the bakery. But that's him, the boy with the bread. And this is where you can come and sit and watch the Hunger Games. They've turned the cameras off at the moment. There's obviously nothing going on at all. But that's that. We have more peacekeepers. We will head into the Victor's Village in a moment. But over here, I just have this little area set up. This is representing the interview. That in the films, it's the Catching Fire one. Where they like fall over in the snow and stuff. So we've got Effie over here. We've got Haymitch here. And then we've got Katniss and Peter there. Having their little interview with Caesar before they head off on the tour. So we've got that little bit of a setup here. There's a few buttercups wandering around as well. He's kind of... I should have him more places, but there's definitely, I think, maybe 3 or 4 buttercups around. But this is the Victor's Village. This is where the majority of my villagers live, because they are all Victors. And every house on the outside, it looks exactly the same. And on the inside, the decoration kind of mirrors from one side to the other. So I kind of paired them. So we've got Walker and Stitches. And then we have Maple over here. We can go in Maple's house because she's here. I've just realised I'm walking to this house. I haven't shown you guys the map. So when we get in here, before we have a look at this house, I will show you guys the map so then you can actually see the outline of it and who we've got living on the island. It's been a while since I've done Animal Crossing tours. I apologise. This is not my normal content. But anyways, so we have this is my character. Her hair is blue for a very good reason, which you'll see when we find her. And we have Peter, and then we've got Walker and Tipper, Shep, Agnes, Wolfgang, Stitches, Tabby, who's one of my favourite cats in this game. We have Maple. We have Lionel, who may or may not look like someone really familiar to the Hunger Games series. And then we have Chief. So yeah, this is the island. This is the dream address. If you wanted to go and visit it, you're more than welcome. And have a look around for yourself. And then if you do take any pictures or anything, I'd love to see them. You can tag me on Instagram for sure. My Instagram handle is just in my description on the stream. But yeah, this is Maple's little house, and she has a picture of Ike on her wall. For no other reason other than I didn't have another bear's picture. So I wanted her to have a picture of someone else on her wall, so she has Ike. But yeah, this is her little house. And then Tabby's house is kind of similar, but it's on a more darker theme. Tipper the cow, that's a joke and a half. I know, right? It's kind of sad. It makes me sad that she's called Tipper for like cow tipping. I'm just it's kind of sad. But yeah, Tabby's unfortunately not in, but her house is very similar to Maple's, but yeah, it's just on the darker side. And then we've got Chief lives in there, and then we have Wolfgang. So let's pop into Wolfgang's, because Chief's is pretty much the same as Wolfgang's. And so here is his little house. He's got some soup going, got a cup of coffee. It's actually kind of similar to his like original house. I kind of built off of Wolfgang's house, because he does have a really nice little kitchen area in his original house as well. So, and then he has Sky on the wall. But yeah, this is little Wolfgang. Oh, I'm sorry I didn't speak to you. Wolfgang is such a full name. I know, it's a great name, isn't it, for a wolf? And he he is my original wolf for this island. And then I let him go for Chief, and then I've brought him back. So I now have 2 wolves on here. Because like I said, they are my favourites. Agnes is also a favourite of mine, I have to say. She's a little cat lady. Her original house, she has the cat tree. So I gave her a Buttercup. So this is where Buttercup comes when he wants feeding. You know, they all think he goes off hunting for food, but he doesn't. He just comes to Agnes's house and eats all of her food. But this is her little house. She may or may not be self-medicating. But yeah, so we have little Agnes here, and I think I'm not sure whether Tipper is in or not. I keep confusing them. I'm so sorry. I'm not talking to them. Hey, Artie. Which part of the Hunger Games? We're doing all of it. Stop it. Oh, I really wanted you to be home. Oh, well, aren't you just annoying? I wanted him to be home. But yeah, Lionel is our resident President Snow. I really did wish that he was home because his house looks like Snow's office. In I think Mockingjay. I think I modelled it on. Basically, like the room where he does in the film, where he does the announcement about like anyone associating with the symbols of the Mockingjays and things, and there's a whole like gorgeous looking desk and like very ornate room that he's in, and I modelled Lionel's house after that room. So I have pictures. I'll be able to show you pictures. I can pop them on the Discord because they're not on this Switch. But yeah, that's that. I'm really disappointed that he's not in. But this is Tipper's little house. So yeah, similar sort of decoration going on to Agnes, but just set opposite. But yeah, she's one of my favourites. I do like Tipper very, very much. On New Leaf, you've got, what is that? 9,999 plus hours? Evie! Wow. That's incredible. New Leaf was your first Animal Crossing game. Do you know you started with what I feel is probably the best one? And I will stand by that. I think New Leaf is the best. I loved New Leaf so much. My first one was Wild World. So that was the one before that. But yeah, I love New Leaf. I liked the whole being mayor thing. I love New Horizons, don't get me wrong. It's a fantastic game. It's a really good sort of step up from what was started in New Leaf. But yeah, I love New Leaf so much. Let's go and visit Shep, and then I'll talk about this area that he lives in. No, you've got about 50 hours, LV. Nice. But yeah, there's so many different ones, because there's like the original ones. I've never played the original ones. So yeah, I started with Wild World on the DS, the first DS, the teeny tiny little DS. I had one of those with Wild World, and I loved it. And then yeah, I then upgraded the DS to like the 3DS, I think it was, or like the XL, like the bigger version, and got New Leaf. And then I also have like Happy Home Designer. Have you guys played Happy Home Designer? That's a really fun game. I really enjoyed that as well, and I like that they've added an updated version of that into New Horizons with Happy Home Paradise. I think that was a good move on Nintendo's part for sure. But this is little Shep's house. He's kind of got a farmy kind of house. Yeah, the DS Lite, that's it. Yes, Evie. Yeah, it was this teeny tiny little thing. It was great. But yeah, this is Shep's little home. He's my farmer. No, the DS. Oh, there's so many. No, I think I had the DSi, but I don't think that was my first one. I've had the DSi. I think I maybe had... Oh, was it the DSi? I might have had the DSi, not the original one. And then I got like the XL, the bigger one. I think that was the 3DS, I think. Yeah. But I mainly at that time in my life when I was a DS player, I mainly only played Animal Crossing. We had a PS2 at the time as well, and then we got the Nintendo Wii. But for my own like personal console, I basically just had the handheld DS. Right. Here we have District 10. District 10 was responsible for the animals and like the animal products, I guess you could say. So we have our cow, sheep, and our pony in here because we have to have a pony because it's me, your resident horse girl. So yeah, so that's there. So this area is kind of like 3 districts in one. So we have District 10, and then we're coming up into District 11, and they grew the fruit with the orchards. This is where Little Roo came from in Thresh, and so yeah, we have the orchards in here, and the electric fences. So you know we don't touch those, and where all the fruit and things are gathered, ready to be packed off to the capital, because they didn't get to keep all their own food, and the peacekeepers are here keeping a watch on everything. And then if we run down this side, we've got a vegetable patch here as well. We have signs of the rebellion going on as well. We have a mockingjay. There's a few of those around the island. I think when we bump into my character, I think there's like 13. She'll tell you to find like 13 mockingjay symbols. I'm not going to show you where they are on stream. You can go and find them if you want to do the dream. But this is District 9. District 9, we're responsible for the wheat, for the bread production. So we have a wheat field that is just so fun to run around in. I love this so much. But yeah, this is District 9. And we have another wild buttercup. He gets everywhere. Did it have a camera? Yeah, the 3DS, I think, did have a camera. Because wasn't that the start of the AR on the DS, where you could, I think, couldn't you like scan something in and then like, I don't know if it wasn't an amiibo card, I don't think. It was something else. And you could scan it and then you could like have your little like Animal Crossing character or some character like on your desk. Kind of like what you can do with Pocket Camp now. I'm sure that's the one, like the 3DS had something like that to it. But yeah, that was a fun feature until your DS started to feel like it was going to set on fire. Right, so we'll sneak down this way. And Peter's still hanging around over here. Go home, Peter. So when we run down here, we have another wild buttercup, and we have District 13. They are alive and well. And we have the white roses, because there's a scene in the book and the films. We have the whole thing where like snow drops all the roses, so I wanted to make sure that we had the roses represented here. We've got the little jumpsuits that they wear, and District 13 were originally like the nuclear weapons and armaments district. So that is, it's a space rocket, I know, but just think about it's a nuclear weapon. Okay, we're using our imaginations today, everyone. Okay, complete imagination time today for this stream. I don't ask you to do it often. But yeah, let's use our imaginations. Everything you see is not quite what it's supposed to be, okay? So if you run down here, all the way down the beach, we have another little peacekeeper. This is just a little scene here. These snapping turtles are called Peter and Katniss. I did not name them. A family member who originally lived on this island with me named them. And then when they moved on to their own island, I promised to take care of the turtles. So here they are. So yeah, they're alive and well too. But then as we run down here, we're heading into District 4. And here's Finico Dare, everyone. So he is represented here. He's got his little trident, his little grass skirt that he wears in his in the tribute parade in Catching Fire, which is actually not as PG in the book as in the films, I have to say. I'm glad they kind of like made it a little bit less see-through in the films. This is we found me, everyone. Have I heard of what the golf? No, is this another another game recommendation I'm going to have to put on my list? I need to put that list in Discord, to be honest, so then we can add to it properly. No, I haven't heard of What the Golf. I'm guessing it's a golfing game, but it's not boring. It's still so great. Oh, thank you, LP. I'm really glad you like the island. It took a long time to sort out and do. But this is my character. Say hello to Caesar Flickerman. And yeah, I'm basically telling you to find the Mockingjays. So if you want to dream and do that, you're more than welcome to. We have passed a few of them. But this is the rest of District 4. We've got some fish going on here. We've got a little boat. I don't think they maybe would have had a boat, but it's a great item that was added, so I wanted to add it in. It's the rich guy from the movies. It's the host of the Hunger Games. Is Caesar. It's a game recommendation. Okay, right. We will add that in. So let's carry on down here. We're going to head on to this beach. And we're going to head into District 7, which was Joanna Mason's district, which is lumber. So we have some of the axes here. We have the trees. And we have a chainsaw. A weapon in its own right, I guess. But yeah, so this is all the trees, all the lumber, District 7. And then if we go up here, we've got more peacekeepers. This is just another little spot where you can just come and sit and just chill out and try and escape the craziness of the Hunger Games. And then if we carry on this way, and we're gonna go through here, all of the white, there's I have so many white roses around here, because President Snow. And then we're coming into, this is basically my teeny tiny representation of the clock arena from Catching Fire. So we have a clock, tick-tock, and we've got the cornucopia because that was what was in the middle. And then at the back here are, on the light cubes, are our fallen tributes. A moment of silence, please, for that. We can even do a cannon fire for them because it just so happens I have a cannon set up here. So there we go. But yeah, these I should feel more guilty about this than I actually do, but these three were original animals on this island when I very first got this island back in 2020. And I let them go off into the void. So they are my fallen tributes. So yeah, and then we have some sponsored gifts, which because it's a dream, I can actually pick these up. We have one or two of them dotted around, so let me pick these little gifts up while we come around here. And we've got some weapons as well. We've got Katniss's bow, we've got a sword here, we have another sword, some more. I think they're katana, I think that's a samurai or something. I don't know. But we also have the gong as well. Did you know that white roses represent something as well as the other colours of roses, but I forgot what they are. Yeah, don't most like flowers and things are supposed to like represent certain things, right? So here we go. So we have our gong. Let's grab our other little sponsor gifts. We'll hop along here and scare the fish. And then we'll open them because I can't actually remember what they are. Because they just sit, I've had them sat on the island for ages. They're part of the decor. So we have water. Oh And we have some bread. There's a theme here. Oh, we have some soup, some potato pottage, and then we have some medicine. So those are things that I think Katniss and I think I did it for like things that like Katniss and Peter received during the games, within the books and the films. If you get a dead flower, it means they don't like you. Pro tip. Yep. Do you know you can do that in Stardew? In Stardew, there's a whole thing where you can you give a bouquet to the NPC that you want to date, but then if you want to break up with them, you buy another bouquet, throw it in a furnace so it wilts it or kills it, and then you give it to them, and then they know that you want to break up with them. So there you go. You are not wrong, LP. But yeah, so moving on from that really random point, here's the hanging tree, guys. It had to appear on the island. I had to have it on the island. So yeah, we have our hanging tree. Not the darkest thing on this island, I'm gonna say. There is a room in my house which has a little bit darker. Evie, he said the thing. He said the thing. But yeah, we have our hanging tree, complete with like little noose and everything. I was about to say I wish you could do that to the tree, but no, that would be a step too far, wouldn't it? Really, just a tad. Is there where they hang people? Yes, that is where they hang people. It was a hanging tree in District 12, which is actually featured in the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. There's nothing related to the hanging tree in the other books other than the song that Katniss sings in Mockingjay. And it's a banned song as well. She's not supposed to sing it. But her father taught it her, and then her mother shouted at her for singing it, and she was not allowed to sing it anymore. But yeah, she sings it in Mockingjay. And they basically turn it into like the rebellion anthem. So yeah, but if you have read The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, you find the origins of that song and who actually writes it and why, and the sort of circumstances around that song as well. So it's really interesting. But here we have, see, these couple, I have just walked past an area I'm going to go back to. This little area and also the area I'm going to show you in a second are more Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes representation, because we get to see in that book firstly the game makers laboratory, where all the mutations or the mutts are made and things. So this is what this is. This is the game makers lab, complete with Zipper T Bunny hanging out in the test tube, because that is where that creepy rabbit belongs. And I will take no suggestions as to why I'm wrong, because that is where he definitely deserves to be. And then this little area represents the Covey. Now they are a group of people in the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, with their main character as Lucy Gray Baird, who is the little mannequin with the rainbow ruffled dress. She, in the film that's being released today, she's being played by Rachel Ziegler. So that's her character as Lucy Gray. So yeah, they're a musical troupe, and there's a few theories around the Covey and Lucy Gray like connections with Katniss and things as well, which is quite interesting to sort of learn about and things. And yeah, it's what are we what? Here's an interesting game. Oh, we've got another game recommendation. Evie, you need to stop. My list is getting as long as my to be read pile books. Oh, for a personal playthrough. Okay, unless I wanted to, oh, right. So we have a game with some hard themes. Okay. Oh, it's super dark. Yeah, maybe not for stream then. I'll try to keep this as family friendly as possible, aside from the Hunger Games themed island. Amori, is that how you say that? Do you know, I think I've heard of that game. I will have a look at it, Evie. Shall add it to the list, for sure at some point. But this little teeny tiny little scene here is just where BT is, hacking into the Capitol, like mainframe kind of thing to get their propaganda pieces out to the rest of the districts and into the Capitol. So that's what this is. And he has his little wheelchair because he was injured at the end of Catching Fire. So he's in a wheelchair for most of Mockingjay. So that's why that is there. So then if we come down here, people have played it on streams before. Yeah, I think it depends on the type of content that people will stream. I'd have to check it out for myself and see if it's okay for me to stream for the type of content that I do. So I definitely check it out and we'll see. There's a movie releasing date. Yes, there is, for the fourth book in the Hunger Games series. It's a prequel to the original 3, and it goes through and shows the 10th Hunger Games. So there's in the book, the book reads a little bit as kind of like a history of the Hunger Games, of Panem, and also it focuses on President Snow before he's President Snow. So he's like 18 years old, and you can see the starting of certain features that you see in the Hunger Games with Katniss. So it's kind of like a history of the games and the world, but it's a really good book. It's a really good book. It kind of, if you read it and then read the rest of the series and do it like in chronological order rather than publishing order, you can completely see why Snow is the way he is and the attitude he has towards Katniss because of the events of the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. And I'm really hoping that they have done a good job with the film, because that is always the worry when you love a book series so much and then the film or TV show adaptation comes out. It's always a worry whether they're going to like ruin the book or the, and that's the panic for sure. So I'm kind of nervous. I'm not going to get to see it for a while. I'm not a cinema goer at all. I would much rather watch films in my pajamas, on my sofa, or in my bed in the comfort of my own home. So I will be waiting to actually see it. And I think I probably will, this is going to make me sound so old, but I am going to add it to my DVD collection as well, because I have the original 4 films, so I'd like it for my collection anyway. So I'll be getting it on DVD like an old person. But here we have some more characters represented. We've got Katniss's reaping outfit. We've got Cinna, one of my favourite characters. I love Cinna so much. And then we have Prim, her little reaping outfit. And then we have also a nurse's uniform, which is Mrs. Everdeen as well back there. What about pajamas at the cinema? I'd never leave the house in my pajamas. Am I missing out on something there? Is that a thing? Could that be a thing? Can we do that? I've never left the house in my pajamas unless the only time I ever would do that is if I'm not leaving the car. That's the only time. No one outside the house would ever see me in my pajamas. No. But yeah, maybe that should be a thing. Like a pajama cinema that you could actually just go to, and it's like totally okay if you wear in pajamas. That'd be, yeah. I am missing out, obviously. Maybe it's not really a thing here. Maybe that's a your side of the pond thing. I'm not sure. We've got District 2 here. We have the Nut, which is a volcano, but and then we have these are hovercrafts. Remember, we're using our imagination. They're not like space shuttles. They are hovercrafts. And then we have the little peacekeepers as well. Because District 2, as a front, was a masonry district, but they were also responsible for recruiting peacekeepers and making the hovercrafts and housing the hovercrafts. In America, you're lazy. There's pajamas everywhere. Oh, goodness. No. No, no, no. No, I could never. Yeah, I could never, never, ever, ever at all. But welcome to District 12 mine. So let me grab my little goodies here, because this is my favorite part of this entire island, okay? I was kind of proud of myself for coming up with this. But we're going to... Little Rue's going to have an outfit change. So we need our safety helmet. And we're going to put our jumpsuit on. And then we've got some little boots. You love the gyroid. Yeah, the gyroids. I like using the gyros here because if I shut up for a minute, they all have sounds that are like machinery, kind of like clanking sounds. So they there we go. So they all sort of add to the sound of the mine. That's kind of the idea anyway. So yeah, that's what they're really for. But I do love the gyroids. They're a great feature. So we're gonna let's get our, actually we have a shovel, so let's get the shovel out. And we're gonna go to work. Okay, you ready for this, guys? Welcome to the inside of District 12 mine. So this is where we can... Oh, she's put her shovel away because we're inside the house. But yeah, this is our District 12 mine, where we can collect all of the coal. And I've even popped a little gyroid down here, so he's adding to the ambience of the whole mine. I have also a soundscape on here to add a slight echo. I don't know if it will pick it up or not. The only way I can do that is, let me just pull the audio up a little bit. You guys hear that? So we have an echo in here as well. I'll pop it back down because we're going to go back out and it's going to get loud with all the music. There we go. I think, oh, that's a little bit. There we go. So yeah, it's cool you like that. Yeah, I was very proud of myself for that like creative moment, I have to say. If you want a sword backpack, I can get one. Evie, I have all of them. Thank you for the offer. That's really, really kind. But yeah, I have all of them, and I gave one to my friend who I actually started my book club with. And she's never taken it off since I gave it to her. She's just the best. She's the best person in the world. I love her so much. But yeah, and this is why, kind of another reason why I wanted to do this today and sort of celebrate Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, because that is the book. I've mentioned this a couple of times on social media. I've not really mentioned it here, but Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is the reason why I have a book club in the first place. I met this friend on another Animal Crossing Discord server, and we hit it off, and when we both realized that we were like bookish people and we enjoyed reading, and we sort of had this shared this sort of love of the Hunger Games and things, we got talking, and I'd already read the Red Ballad when it originally came out. I think it was like in 2018, something like that. And then she read it at the beginning of 2020, and she'd read it, and then I get this message from her like, have you read this book? I need to talk to someone about it. And I was like, yes, I have read this book. Talk to me about it. And so we talked for so long about Carolina Snow and Lucy Gray, and just sort of gushed about our mutual love of this book. and within this conversation, I think it was her that she said, like, I miss, because we were in that like height of, beginning of 2020. We all know how that went down, and she was like, I miss book clubs, and I was like, why don't we start our own? And we weren't on like our own personal server. We were we met on like I say, on this Animal Crossing server, which is connected to an Animal Crossing podcast. Get my words out. And this is District 12 after the bombs hit. By the way, just this is another little dark section. We're gonna not say too much about that. World Ilks, hi, welcome. I hope you're having a good day. But yeah, we got talking, and I'm gonna swap my outfit back to our little Katniss outfit, and but we got talking about it, and I was like, we could start our own, and I spoke to one of the admin on that Discord, and let me take her little hat off, and she's also become like a really good friend, and we were like, would this be okay if we like hosted, if we made this book club and we hosted it on this Discord, if we made it like Animal Crossing themed, what would you think of that? And she completely was like down with the idea, thought it was a great idea, and we launched the book club in September of 2020, and it's been going ever since. Oh, well, Deluxe, I hope you get better soon. Oh, that's horrible. I'm sorry. And but yeah, we've started the book club, and we've like had lists and things. It was originally called the Blathers Bookworms. We wanted something connected to like Animal Crossing and things, and so she came with the name. And then since I now have my own Discord server, which it's pinned in the top of the chat, if you are not a member and would like to become one, you can. That link should be good. I do try and make sure it's kept up to date. So it should be good to use to take you through to the Discord, and but I now have my book club is moving from the Animal Crossing Discord over to my own personal Discord, and it's had a rename, and we're launching that in January. So yeah, you've got hypothermia. Well, are you sure, World Ilks? Or are you just cold? Either way. Please get better soon. Yeah, I didn't think you had hypothermia. Come on, sir. Stop it. Behave yourself, World Ilks. This is what happens when you have a day off school. You've gone crazy. But yeah, so we have a book club. If you want to join the book club, you're more than welcome to come join the book club. You're more than welcome to come join the Discord. I'm going to stop my little plug now, and we're going to carry on with the tour. So when we come down here, we've gone behind the Justice building, and we're heading down into the Tributes Parade, and we have our little Peter and Katniss here in their little fiery outfits. I don't know which district this is. These outfits just glow at night. They look really great when on the island at night. So that is reasons. And then these two are District 2. Because in the original Hunger Games, the first film, Kato and I can't remember what was she called? Clove, I think. They're dressed as like Romans. They're in like toga type of outfits. So that is those. We also have the drums, so this tribute parade is kind of like a mix between the Hunger Games and Catching Fire, because we have the drums from the Catching Fire scene as well. This is very much film taken, because it gave me the visuals better than trying to imagine it in my head. You don't feel okay? Oh, you're glad you've had the day. Well, I'm glad you've had the day off school as well, so not be well. You have a big sword behind the rock to be funny. Nice. But yeah, we have our little tribute parade, and then when you get to here, this is like the city circle with President Snow's mansion up on the hill. And we've got a donation box as well. I don't think is there any. I'm not sure if there's anything in there. I haven't checked it for a really long time. If any of my friends have generously donated to Panem, that is lovely, and I just haven't taken anything out of it. But yeah, this is Snow's mansion. We have the crowns here for Peter and Katniss when they both won their first Hunger Games. We can't go in here. I'm so mad that he is out because I love his little house, his little like office desk set up in his house. But I will post a picture of that in the Discord. I think there's also one on my Instagram as well, if you want to see it, with him sat behind the desk as well. So, but yeah, and then when we come up here, we just have the museum, but it's I've kind of made it an extension of his house. So this is kind of the back area of the house, and so yeah, that is that area. So let's head. We're gonna head all the way back down here, and we're gonna go into the woods. What? The donate box does have a max limit. I think it probably does. I don't think I've ever reached the max limit of it. I've never had the patience to sit and do that. But yeah, I use the donate box. Actually comes in handy when I do my charity event, my tea party each year. I pop the little donation box out, and then my friends who come to that charity event, they will donate bells, and then whatever the bell amount is, I convert that into pounds, and then I will donate whatever the amount is to a chosen charity that I'm sort of helping to raise awareness for and things, and that's all in May. So yeah, if you sell it with money, if you sell it with money on the day it's a hot item, it sells for a ton of money. So if you have bells in it and then sell it, you get more than if it's just on its own. That's really interesting. But we're gonna hop through the electric fence, and welcome to District 12 Woods. So we're gonna have a little wander through here. This is my second favorite area of this island, because I am very much I love natural islands. So this is my way of having a natural part of this island for sure. And we have a few gyroids scattered around here as well. We have some. This is Katniss, okay? Because Katniss is very similar to potatoes. So in the game, they may look like potatoes. They're really Katniss tubers, okay? Remember, imagination. And then we have the lake. Can I hang on a minute? There is a way I can walk around here. It's not the easiest section of this island to navigate. So hang on, there we go. So yeah, this is the lake, and the idea is that my house is kind of like the house by the lake that Katniss and Gale go and visit, and then in Ballad, it's where Lucy Gray takes Coriolanus. You see that, it's not a spoiler. You see that in the trailer of them like swimming in the lake. So that is what this represents. Hang on, let's navigate my way out of here. We have another little Mockingjay symbol here. We also have Rue. We have like a moment of silence for Rue, please. Best underrated character ever. I loved her so much. She was a sweetheart in the original Hunger Games film and book. I loved her so much. But that's based on I found someone. I haven't created this custom design. Someone else has made this, and I came across it, and I was like, I have to have that on this island. And they've done a really good job of mimicking and like copying the painting that Peter did in Catching Fire. It's so lovely. So Rue is on this island, and then if we go around here, we have another buttercup. More gyroids. We have some deer hanging out in the woods, rabbits. this is just nothing. It's the campsite. It needed to go somewhere. I popped it in the woods. It just seemed like the logical place for it to be. There is a way into this section because there's through here. Is it through this bit? Yeah, through here I've got Katniss's bow. I can't obviously hide it in a tree, which is what she does. It's just here hanging out. Kind of hidden, kind of not. And then we come up to the back of the island. A few more gyroids, and then this is Red's little secret beach. And we have a relative of Greasy Say, totally made up. As far as I know, there's only a it could be the granddaughter. There's only a granddaughter of Greasy Say ever mentioned in the series. So this is Greasy Say's, maybe not relative, maybe work associate, and they come to the beach when Red arrives. They take all of the black market things from Red, and then they sell it on into the Hob, and that's how the Hob gets its supply of black market things. Okay, again, imagination. But yeah, this is just, you can get through little bits. It just takes you a little bit to navigate around here, which is kind of like a real wood, a real forest, right? You know, it can, if you go off the path, it can sometimes take a little bit of like careful navigating through the trees. And then this is my favourite gyroid. And when we pop around here, there's just more Katniss all planted down here. We've got a little rabbit, and this is as far as you can go on this side. You can't get all the way around this pond. But we're going to head into the house. This is my house. It's completely Hunger Games themed in here. And there's each room represents like a little scene of something. Some are film, some are book. And behind here, we'll start before I explain this room. Behind there is actually the mine. So you can't get into that room. The only way to get in there is if you go down the pipe in the mine, in like the District 12 mine. So yeah, one of the rooms is, that's where that pipe takes you essentially into my house, but into the left side room, which is blocked off from this side. But this room is the Everdeens Victor's Village house. So when you see the scenes of them being in that sort of first room as they walk through the front door, there's a kitchen area and there's like a little seating area as well. You see a lot of it mainly in the scenes where they're sorting Gale out after he's been like whipped by the peacekeepers and things. He's on the kitchen table essentially. And so this is what this room represents. It's just the kitchen area, a little seating area. And then we've got, if I turn the camera around so you can see this a little bit of a different angle. We've got Katniss's little hunting jacket, her boots, and her bow. She's got another bow in the house as well. And then we've got Buttercup hanging out here, wanting more food. And then if we're gonna let's do this back room first before I scare you all. It's cool. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Wild Ilks. Yeah, the right hand room can read as a little creepy to some, I guess. Just a warning. But this is the security room on the train that we see in. Is it Catching Fire? We see that. I don't feel like we see that in the first film, and like in the books. I think it's mentioned more in the second. But this is this is the peacekeepers like security room. They're watching everything that's going on in the capital, like in the districts and things. It's where you see, you know, Katniss finds out about like the unrest and things in all of the different districts. That's all done. Well, in the film, it's done here. But yeah, so that's this room. You're like, man, thank you, Evie. I'm really glad. I'm so glad that you guys like it. Yeah, there's a lot of love and work definitely has been put into this island. And And a lot of rereading the books and watching the films as well, just to make sure that I didn't miss anything. I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed the reread and watching the films, but yeah, it took a lot of time. Um, and so yeah, this room is another like on the slight dark side, and you have to imagine that the grapes aren't grapes. Imagine that the grapes on the table are purple, and they're really called Nightlock. Okay, I'm just gonna say that. Oh, thank you, LP. That's really sweet of you to say. Thank you. I really appreciate that. But how long did it take? Oof. It's been a work in progress for. When did I change it? It's gonna be a good year, because I would kind of like do. I got to the point where I felt like I'd finished it, and then when I finished it and uploaded the dream, I left it like that for a while, and then was like, I want to just double check everything, and so I went back through the books and thought, is there anything that I can tweak, anything that I can add? So it's probably been like a good year or so, of just like tweaking little things. And yeah, I mean, you play Animal Crossing, you have a finished island, you'll kind of get that. You get to a point with it where you're kind of like, I need to change something. Something's now not working, and so yeah, it's been about a year, or maybe a little bit more. But this is like the third version of this island, because the original one, which there is actually, I think one of my first Twitch streams, which is a video on this channel, is of a Panem tour. And I look at the island now and I'm like, what was I thinking? Like, no, it was not great. And I basically tried to cram all 13 districts plus other little things onto this island. And so they weren't done well. They were just like, you sort of ran past little space and like, oh, here's some things that represent this district, and then oh, these are for this district. And because I was trying to put everything into it, whereas now with this island, I've made features out of certain things in the book that in the films that stand out, and then like added the odd little thing for certain districts. So like I said, not every district is represented on this island. But if I'd have tried to do that again, we wouldn't have the mine. The mine on that original island was an afterthought, and it shows that it was an afterthought as well. Whereas I wanted to make a big deal out of the District 12 mine on this island, and I have done that. I feel like I've achieved that. And like the tribute parade as well, I feel like I've made something of that. And the house by the lake with the woods, I've done that. And yeah, and we couldn't, I mean, we've got more items now as well for doing the houses. So we have, there's a lot more I was able to do with this island on the third go at this. But yeah, for those that are really unsure what this room is, this is the last room that Seneca Crane ever saw as the head game maker of the Hunger Games, the 74th Hunger Games, I want to say. You just have to use your imagination. The grapes are purple. They are Nightlock. And that's all we're going to say about that room. So yeah, that's probably another teeny little dark feature, I would say. I don't have many. I've tried to not make it too dark. Considering the subject matter, especially. But this room is Katniss's room in the training center of the first film. So we have the screen wall on the back, and when she's like messing with the remote and like the screen's changing to like different things, and then she comes across the forest. So that is what this is. My friend actually gave me this wallpaper as well many years ago, because it has hydrangeas on it and they're one of my favorite like plants, flowers. So she saw it and was like, you need this, please have this. And I was like, yes please, thank you. It's so pretty, and I knew I needed to use it here. So, and it fits so well. And again, I've got another soundscape in this room. Let me just drop the I'll pop the audio up a bit. Don't know if you can hear. This is like a little bit of like an outside foresty kind of sound going on, and that goes in with this. It's like you can hear the odd bird. The soundscapes they were such a great addition. They really can add to the atmosphere of a room. And let me just drop it back down. There we go. Whereas the Hunger Games, well, the Hunger Games is represented in everything. Rain, yeah, exactly. So we have the rain. But I do have a little arena set up as well. But we're gonna go into the last room. And this room is the room in Catching Fire where Katniss and Snow have their conversation before she heads off on the tour. And she walks in the study and he is sat at her mother's desk drinking tea and eating Peter's biscuits. And so this is my version of that room, because all you really see in that scene is, because it's all very like close in between the two of them with the desk and like a window behind them. And so I kind of had to use my imagination a little bit for this room. But it's a study, so we have books on this side, and then I've also added in the medicine cabinets. Oh, we've been touring this island. We've been on this island for an hour. But we've got her mother's medicine cabinets as well, which are, I think, in a different room in the house. But I didn't really have a space for them anywhere else, so I've popped them down here and made like just a little cozy area in front of the fire as well to sit. And but yeah, I like this room. I like the way this room has come out, and it's also this is hello bookcases. This is also one of my favorite scenes as well, purely because here's some homework for you if you want to do it. If you go and watch Catching Fire and you have the book, watch that scene with the book. The dialogue in the film is almost word for word from the book. And as someone who was saying earlier that film adaptations of favorite books makes me nervous, to realize that was such a relief. To know that they were like sticking with the book, and taking dialogue from the book and not just making it up, was a wonderful feeling. It was great. And highly recommend doing that. Like, read the book, watch the film. Read the book, watch the film, and like do that for all of them. You'll see how close they are. I just really hope that this new one is exactly the same. I will let you know when I eventually watch it. Do you think I'd play Undertale? I've had Ardy recommended Undertale to me. It's on my list. I need to put the list in the Discord suggestions channel, and then when you guys suggest games to me, I can add to it, and then you can see that it's being added to the list, because at the moment it's on my phone. But yeah, it is on the list, and it's on my Switch wish list as well. So I will have a look at it at some point and have a go. Whether I'll play it on stream or not, I don't know. I am thinking about it, but I want to have a look at what it actually is. Did someone say Undertale? Yes, Ardy. See, Ardy appears whenever you say Undertale. That's the way to get him into the chat. Or Celeste. Mention the game Celeste. Ardy will appear. But guys, what do you want to do now? Because that is essentially the end of the Panem tour. What we could do is if we head back to Rue's Island, which is Aquila. I can show you around there if you want. I shouldn't have done my daily jobs on there actually earlier. We could have done that together. The way your ears perked up when you heard Undertale while playing this stream in the background. Yeah, see? We know you. Yes, let's go. We're not playing Minecraft World X. I've said this, I don't want to play Minecraft on stream. It's not fun for me. It's a little bit stressful because the Switch doesn't work great when like adding people and trying to, you know, spending half the stream just trying to make that like friend function and adding people to play in your world is just, it's a nightmare. It really is a nightmare. I wish that function worked better. So yeah, what is that about a redacted ending? Do I really want to play Undertale if there's something not great? Oh no. But I can show you around this island. This island is done. It needs to be ripped down. And deleted. That sounds like really hard. Really harsh. But yeah. The dream is all done and Rue will be moving on. So we may have some streams where I just like sit and stick some music on and just rip this island down maybe in the coming weeks. It'll help me out. Yeah, you really want to play? Yes, I really want to play on. Do I really want to play Undertale? I have got it on my wish list. It may be my next game purchase. We shall see. There's 3 endings. How does a game have 3 endings? Or is this like you choose to, I know there's a thing with it where you can choose diplomacy over fighting enemies, right? Have I got that right? So you can like decide whether you want to be like a nice person and just like try and be friends to everyone, or you can like fight the bad guys. And I kind of like the diplomacy kind of side. It sounds quite interesting, quite intriguing to do that. You know what I'm like with combat. It's really obvious which ending I do. Oh goodness. Oh no. Am I so predictable even though I've not played this game? Oh no. Stop talking about the game I know nothing about. We will have a stream where I play it. I think you've mentioned it so often that I need to just do it so that we stop talking about it. Oh, who is? Thank you for subscribing, Luca. That made me jump a little bit. I wonder what that was then. Thank you so much for for subscribing. I really do appreciate that, and welcome. It's lovely to have you here. But yeah, while you guys chitter chatter about a game I need to learn more about, let's wander around Rue's little house. I haven't been around this house for quite a while, so you'll have to forgive me if I can't remember which room is which. But yeah, this is definitely the lounge area. I made a little entranceway here with the partition walls, and then we have our little seating area with our tea and scones, because that has to be, you know, we have to have tea and scones. And then I have she has a little work laptop going on though. She's actually watching YouTube right now. Then in here, I think this might be the bathroom, maybe. It's not just 3 endings, it's more 3 ways of playing the game. It's like 3 different games in one. So you could play it 3 times and choose each way, like each different way every time. So then it would play completely different. Do you know, that sounds really interesting. And here's a question for you then. When I have a look at this game, does your first choice of how you play, does that then affect the rest of it for your choices, or can you like to and throw for like how you play it? So if there's, I don't know, like a good way, a bad way, or a kind of okay way. So if you choose the good way first, could you then actually decide, oh no, I want to go like the bad route? Can you change as you go through the game? If something's maybe like not like working for you, maybe? I'm curious as to like how that works. You know, kind of like with Stardew, if you know, you start off with the community center, but then if you decide, you know, I don't want to do this, and go off and buy the Joja membership, once you've done that, you can't go back. So I'm curious if you can like swap around the gameplay, because that would be interesting if you can like mix and match how you actually play it, instead of this is the way I'm going, and like that is it. You play whatever comes naturally to you for the first time. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think maybe if I get this game, maybe we have an upcoming first Monday in a couple of weeks, don't we? Because it's going to be December soon. Oh goodness, it's going to be December soon. So we could maybe have a look at it on that Monday, and play it as a cozy, like a nighttime evening stream. I think that would probably suit the game from what I have seen of it. I think a nighttime stream would be best. So we could do that. I was thinking of doing a little bit more of either Unpacking or Moneko Night Market, but I think maybe we give Undertale a try, because I do like to do different games on that Monday. So I think we'll do that. But yeah, this is my bathroom. Nothing too interesting going on here. I have my dream little clawfoot tub here. I don't think I can. No, I can't turn the shower on. Can't get to the shower, but it's fine. It's okay. And then we come out of here. Yeah, play it how you want the first time. Okay, so but it gives you the option to like mix and match, though. That's what I want to know. So like if you could be getting something that's kind of like A, B, and C. You choose A. Do you have to then keep going the A route? That's kind of what what I want to know. Or if I can like swap around. You're fairly sure you're not capable of getting the two endings without conscious effort. Like your personality is someone who will get the one ending. Okay. Oh no. We're not dissecting my personality again, are we? We had enough of that on Wednesday night, guys. Undertale is an experience and a journey. You know, it sounds great. Welcome to the dining room with a cozy little book nook. You know, this is a dream of mine. I would love a house with a window seat. And maybe we'll have one day. And I thought that fire wasn't on then. But yeah, we have more tea and scones. This is afternoon tea for those that don't know. This is what a British afternoon or high tea or cream tea is looks like. So there you go. Let's head. I think the next room is the kitchen. There is a pure one-way ending, pure opposite way, and mixed. Okay. I think I get that now. Okay. Yeah, I think when I get off stream, I'm gonna have to buy it, and I'll have a look at it over the weekend. I've got a pretty free day tomorrow. I just need to run through the book review that I've been working on for the past week, which has been driving me crazy. I just need to like double check everything. I went through, finished it this morning, and like did edits that needed to be done, and like double checked spellings and everything. But I want to just have another run through it and just see that it's like all looking okay. It's all formatted fine. But yeah, it's been a struggle as this one actually. Normally they don't take me so long. but I've been like having to pick it up and put it down. And I think it's just it's a non-fiction book. I always struggle a little bit more with non-fiction books, but the subject matter of the book as well is a little bit close to home. And so it's been a bit of a struggle to distance myself from like writing the review, which I find I can do quite well when I review a book. You know, you read a review book different than when you're just reading, to just like not review it. Just, you know, you just enjoy the book. But when you're reading a book to review the book, you kind of have to make sure that you sort of pay attention to more things, like, you know, the writing style a bit more, and, you know, the way the characters are and the dialogue, and you sort of like there's extra things that you kind of have to really pick up on. But yeah, so I've struggled a little bit, but I pretty much have a free day tomorrow, so I can allow myself to sit and I will have a look at Undertale. Don't play it ahead of time. Oh, don't play. Why? Okay, right. I will buy it tomorrow and I won't play it. Guys, okay. You know I don't like blind playthroughs. My brain does not do well with blind playthroughs. We saw what happened on the first Tears of Kingdom stream. It nearly killed my brain. Do you not remember this, Artie? I got to 2 hours and a half in that and I was like, I'm done. I cannot do anymore. This is my kitchen, everyone. We're just basically talking. I'm just standing in every room. Just look at the kitchen. Look at my kitchen. Look at the kitchen. Look at it. Look at the kitchen. Let's bake a cake. Look at the kitchen. It's like a spoiler. You don't want to spoil yourself with a story. Okay. We won't do that. Oh, no, I don't want to cook anything. No, I wanted to put the kettle on. Never mind. We'll have toast instead. Okay. Right, let's get out of here. Because you guys, you're not interested in the house. Let's just have a look at the island, right? I'll show you my book room, though. Oh, we've seen the bedroom. I'll show you the book room, and then we'll head outside. And because we've got quite a bit to go for the stream. But this is the book room. It's all kind of messy. Rue's a writer, by the way. That's her whole thing. So this is her like storyboarding her next novel, her next story. And so that's part of her character. And here she is again. She's got some more rough drafts and things going on. It's a story-driven game. It'll bring you where you want to go. What's that, Artie? It feels great to have two Undertale super chanting fat in chat. We are absolutely hammering you with the game. I know, right? I feel like I should take a drink every time you guys say Undertale. In fact, I need to do that. I haven't got Steph in here shouting at me when I need to drink either, and I keep ignoring it. And it's just popped up in chat earlier. I need to drink something. Give me a sec. He's our hydration police, and he's not here at the moment. There we go. Excuse me. Artie, do you have a minute to talk about our Lord and Saviour Undertale, the video game? I love that. I don't know. Yeah, let's I'll take you around this island. We'll have a look around Aquila. This is Aquila Cove. I will open the map up. I'll try and do a better job at this a better job at this tour. Let's look at the island. So this is my Orwolf Island. Something I wanted to do for many years of having this game. And I finally did it, which is why I've had this island for over a year. I'm a little bit attached, but it's time for them to move on. But we have Prim, and she is she runs the bookshop here on Aila, which I can take you into. And then we have Kyle. Fun little fact about this Kyle is he originally lived on Panem for a while, and then I let him go, and that's when I got Lionel. And he then arrived on one of my friend's islands, and I then found out this. So when I was putting this island back together, I approached my friend and said, would you be willing to let Kyle come back to me on my new wolf island? And she was like, that is absolutely fine, not a problem. So when he then actually asked for her to leave, I was ready for to have a villager move in. So I went over to her island and like picked him up. I have pictures of like going to get him and like sitting next on the bench next to my friend, because she was busy doing something. And she's like, I'll open up the island for you. You just like pop over. I'm going to be away from the Switch. And I found her little character on a bench, and I was like, let's I'll grab a quick picture of her to like commemorate the day of going to pick up Kyle. So I did that. But this is Kyle, originally from Panem, and then my friend's island is Niktal. And so yeah, he's been living on this island, and it was nice to have him back. And then we have Wolfgang and Whitney and Sky, and then we have my baby Lobo, my favorite all-time Animal Crossing villager. Me and Lobo go all the way back to Wild World. He was the first wolf villager I ever came across living on my town. I was kind of devastated when he left, because in that game you couldn't stop the villagers from leaving. They would just pretty much pack up and go. So if you didn't play for a little while, you would turn your like DS on, and the same with City Folk. It happened in City Folk. You would turn the game on and would find that your favorite villager could have moved on if you hadn't played for a little while. So yeah, that's my story. That's my history with Lobo. So he now is on my main island, and he will never leave ever. But he's here. We also have our little old man Dobie. He's kind of like the head of the wolf pack. And then we've got Chief and Vivian and Freya and Audie as well. So we have all of the wolves except for one, which is Fang, because we can't have 11 villagers, sadly. And that's just the way it seems to go. So Fang had to be sacrificed for this island. He is on my other island. He lives with Lobo, and a couple of 3 other wolves on my island of Hessa. So he is around. At that point I didn't have Wolfgang on Panem, and so I wanted him here. So I'm going to take you around this island the way that I walk around this island when I do my daily jobs. Kind of like what we did with Panem. It's just in my brain, this is the way I go around this island. It throws me trying to do this any other way, but it's a very kind of countryside academia kind of feel island. I don't know, it's just like a little mix of all the things that I love. And then we have a big wolf like wandering around. There's a lot of like wolf paw prints around here. So let's go this way over the bridge. So this is the little path then that kind of takes you back up to my house. And then we do up here. I never go up here when I do my jobs, so I almost forgot about it, because there's nowhere for anything to spawn up here that like a fossil or anything that needs digging up. But I have a little lookout here where you can sit. You can see the lighthouse and the other islands and things all around. So that's this little spot here. And then let me just come back around this way, because I didn't take you up this spot either, which again, nothing spawns up here really, so I never come up here. But I have a little wishing well. There did used to be a... Oh no. There used to be a coin here. So let's rectify that, shall we? I don't know what happened to that. There we go. There's a wishing well with a coin. You've talked enough about Undertale now. Yeah, you've talked enough about it so that I am now going to play it on... Let me get the date for you. I will tell you, because then you can hold me to it, okay? It will be... Will it be the 3rd or 4th of December? The 4th of December. So it's just over 2 weeks, okay? Can you be patient with me for that long? And I'll tell you what, I'm gonna make an... Oh, I need to make... I'll make a... Let me make a note of that as well. Okay? Scheduling fun with Lo. Let me... I've got such a busy month coming up. Okay, and it's gonna be an evening stream, right? We're booking this stream in now, okay, on my schedule. And we are gonna be streaming Undertale. If I don't like this game, you are all to blame, okay? Looking at you, Ardy. Evie. This is all your fault, okay? Hi, Matt. I've just noticed you in the chat. Sorry. We're that busy. I'm that busy being convinced to play Undertale that I completely missed saying hello to you. I'm really sorry. It's lovely to see you here. It's always nice when you pop into chat and say hi. I hope you're having a good day and doing okay. Okay, so we're streaming Undertale, and that needs to be on my work calendar so then I don't get interrupted. So there we go. That is now in my calendar, okay? Don't play it, remember. Lo, don't play it, remember that? Well, I can't, there's no way I could remember that. I have to write these things down. Right. So let's head back down here. And we're gonna go this way. And we're gonna go over the bridge. And we've got a little beach here. We've got more little wolfy paw prints everywhere. It needs to be 100% blind. Okay, so don't play it. Yeah, don't play it beforehand. I'll just buy it. Okay, I will just buy it. Okay. And then what I'll do is after stream, later this evening, in the Discord, in the suggestions and questions channel, I will put the list of the games that you guys have mentioned to me. And then I'll put a little note next to Undertale that we're going to be playing it. And on this certain day, and I'll put a note like don't play it beforehand as well. So it's kind of like a note for me, but it'll show that I am listening to you guys, okay? And if you're not in the Discord, you're welcome to come and join. To be honest, it's probably the best place to leave your game suggestions for me, because like once the stream's done, unless I write it down there and then, once the stream's done, the chat disappears, as you guys will be well aware of. So yeah, any suggestions, just stick them in that channel, and then I can pin the game list in that channel, and then add to it as you guys like suggest things. But yeah, this is kind of just the way I wander around this whole island. There is a pipe to go down as well, but I'll do that. We'll sort of double back and do that. But we also have little Koroks hanging out on this island because I just thought they were fun. When I held my Blue Sunday tea party on this island, which if you were around on the channel in May, I did show the area of that all set up. That area is completely changed now, and we took down that section of the island when I showed you around on the stream. And but yeah, this is the museum section. I've never really made a feature of the museum before, so with having kind of like a kind of an academia kind of sort of nod in this island, I wanted to make the museum a little bit more special. So we've got all of the statues around and things, and then this is the museum here, and we have Bernard Oh, let me let me come further down. There we go. We have Bernard. He lives behind the museum, and he is on loan from Panem. He obviously doesn't fit with Panem's theme. So when this island goes, Bernard will be sent back to Panem to be housed there, and until I want to put him out again. But yeah, that's Bernard, our dinosaur. The only dinosaur I will ever truly love, because I really don't like dinosaurs. Then we just have another little section up here, just pretty decorations, nice and countrified and just natural. It's kind of my vibe, I guess. It needs to be 100%, but okay, 100% blind. Put it in your reminder. Right, okay, I will do that now. Well, just let me move. Just sit there for a second, okay? While I make the people in chat happy. Let me go back into my calendar. Let's see, the 4th of December. Okay. Do not play before stream. Is that okay? I put do not play before stream. Are we happy? Are we happy with that? Yes? I put it on the reminder. It's there. Do not play before stream, so I can see when I look through. I can see that I I am not allowed to play this game before. Thank you, Shard, for subscribing. I really appreciate that. It's lovely to have you here. I hope you're having a lovely day. And yeah, if you haven't already, you are very welcome to join the Discord and help save me from all the Undertale chat. Banana Split Show. I have a vague recollection of that. Why don't I like dinosaurs? Because Jurassic Park scared little 7-8-year-old Lo to death. Okay. You're happy with that? Good. I'm glad you approve of what I wrote. Good. Yeah, poor little child Lo. Put it on a sticky note. I have nowhere to stick it though. I don't have anywhere to stick it. So I can't do that. But I've got a lot of stuff going on my Switch. I could put it on the dock, I guess. I could stick it on the dock. Maybe that would work. See, you know my memory is so bad that I need post-it notes. Yeah, I could do that. I could pop it on my on my dock. But yeah, I've got a lot of things coming up and going on in December, like as well as the streams. So I look at my December calendar. I have all the streams in there, and then I've got a couple of like book events. I've got some book reviews and things going on. So I'm always looking at my calendar just to, like, remind, even though I have alerts on to like remind me of like things coming up. I won't miss it. Put it on the dock. Yeah, I'll put one on the dock. I'm not going to do that now. I draw the line at that. I'm not going to make you guys wait for me to like write out a note, because I'd have to grab it. I don't have any post-it notes on this desk. They're behind me in my set of drawers. Let's go in the bookshop. But and here's a total change of subject for you guys, okay? But I think Evie, you maybe like this. After our Legend of Zelda casting conversations on Wednesday night, which got completely out of control and I loved, I came off stream, and one thing that I really enjoy doing is when I head to bed, I'm a nighttime reader, so I'll read in bed before I go to sleep. But sometimes I'll get to a point with my book where I'm just like, right, I can't read anymore, and I kind of feel like I could go to sleep, but maybe not. I'll pop an audiobook on, and at the moment I'm re-listening to an audiobook for one of my favourite all-time series. It's not like it's the most earth-shattering series ever. I don't know what it is about the characters in the world. in this series, but I just love it so much. It's called Carve the Mark by Veronica Roth. It's a duology, so there's only 2 books in the series. But Austin Butler, I've put this in the Discord as well. Austin Butler is the voice of the male main character, and I am just like, if Link sounds like Austin Butler, I would be okay with that. And it's the only way, I think I put in the Discord something like, this is the only way that I will accept Link speaking is if he sounds like him. That is it. I'm just like, no one else will do now. Now I've got that thought in my head, nothing else will do. I will not accept him sounding like anyone else except for Austin Butler, because he voices one of the most endearing, sweetest characters in this book. I mean, this character has an edge to him as well. He can be a little bit brutal. The book can be a little bit brutal at times, but he's just the type of character that you really like, your heart breaks when bad things happen to him. But I think that's also when you listen to the audiobook for it, and it's him narrating it. The way that he narrates it is just so wonderful, and I'm just like, I will be happy if Link sounds like that. I would be quite happy with that. So yeah, there's my suggestion. We're not having Tom Hanks as Link. No. Secret Zoo has an audiobook too, so I could get the audiobook. Okay. Oh, that's another thing I need to add to a list. Evie, you should be in the Discord. You need to then DM me these things. Honestly, it's the best way to get me to do anything. But yeah, this is the bookshop. This is where we can buy all of the books. And we have our little tills, we have our little bags. And then when we come through here, this is an extension of the shop. Oh, I need to stretch my leg a little bit. There we go. And yeah, so this little section is just more books to buy. We've got a few books out on display. Tom Hanks is Zelda? Oh no, I shouldn't have mentioned this now, should I? Now I've set Evie off again now. You put Dark Souls lore videos on your headphones to go to sleep? That's a choice. I don't think I've ever... Are they not... Are they chill though? Just like, is it just like the narrator has like a decent voice that will happily like send you off to sleep? So I think that's half the thing with falling asleep to audiobooks. Then the narrator's voice has to be just perfect in order to like help you relax, I feel. Yeah, so we have more books in here. If you didn't already know, I'm a very bookish person. As well as a gamer. So let's go in here. I think this is the storeroom and like a book wrapping kind of room. I have this set up as. Yeah, so we have here, like, this is where there's books waiting to go on the shelves would go in here. And then if someone orders books, we've got like the all of the wrapping sort of supplies and things in here, and like, you know, books waiting to be shipped out and things if like people have ordered stuff online and all that good stuff. So that's what this little room is, a little back room. We listened to the soundtrack of Hollow Knight before going to bed. So that's another game that I've seen around this way. Oh, Elden Ring, which is the same people, is written by... Wait. Elden Ring's a book? Why do I only just know this now? Stefan, hi! How are you? How is your day going? It's nice to see you here. Elden Ring... Explain. Audie, explain. I don't. Elden Ring's a book. Elden Ring's a book. I'm shooketh. Welcome to the cafe, the little book cafe. So you buy your book. You can then come and have a cup of tea, or a cold drink, and a piece of cake. Oh, have I just? Okay, there we go. I thought I just turned the light off. We do offer coffee, but tea is always best. You know, just putting that out there. It's not a book. It's a. Okay. So George R.R. Martin wrote the lore for it. Oh, now that's interesting. See, I just see his name and just instantly think books. That's really interesting. I bet that has some good lore then. Hot cocoa. Yeah, hot chocolate as well. Yes. Hot chocolate is always a good option for sure. This is Prim's. It really is the best. You're busy today, so you're only half here. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're busy. How dare you be busy when I'm streaming? You wanted to see my town? Well, that's very sweet of you. We have done the Hunger Games Panem tour. You're very welcome to go back and watch the VOD. If you would like to see the Hunger Games tour. I'm just half casually wandering around Aquila at the moment. I'm so busy with chat. I'm not really getting on with this. It's one of those days. I'm just happy to talk to you all. But yeah, hot chocolate is just the best, honestly. But this is Prim's little apartment. So this is where she lives. So she lives above the bookshop because she runs the bookshop. That's the whole idea. You know, we're using our imaginations today, people. I said this while we were touring Panem. We have to use our imaginations with this game sometimes. And then down here, this is one of the rooms that my book club, my Animal Crossing book club, meet up on. When we start the meetups with Oakwood, which is what it's called, Oakwood Reading Society, I think it's, you know, we maybe have it where if those in the club play Animal Crossing and would like to meet up in the game, they're more than welcome. And we can then like come and meet up in the game, but we're just going to be talking in the dedicated book club channel on the Discord. But at the moment, because it is I'm still running the original book club at the Blathers Bookworms, we meet up in Animal Crossing. So we've got 2 more meetups to go, and then that is like that chapter of the club ended, and the new one will start in January, which is kind of sad, but I'm really looking forward to getting getting it sort of refreshed, revamped, and restarted for January in a whole new home. But yeah, this is my book club has met here. We have sat here and we have talked about all the books that we have read, and it's so much fun. I love this. We've done this pretty much every single month since September 2020, and I love it so much. And I think a lot during those few years, like 2020, 2021, 22, I think there was a lot of us in the club that really relished this sort of social activity during that time. Yeah, so me and my friends, we played a lot of Animal Crossing together during that time, which I think most people did. I think it got us through a lot of the tough moments during that time. So yeah, I love it. But that's the bookshop. This is darling. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Let's see. They have an extensive... Oh, I wonder if that was in its Lobo. They have an extensive history and details of the world, lots of different characters and gods. Yeah, so I can imagine there's a lot of backstory to characters, a lot of connections and things to be made, which is I think that's very smart to have an actual author come in and write that, because I can imagine that. I mean, I've never played Elden Ring. I don't think I would play Elden Ring. I'm not sure. I definitely wouldn't stream it. But I can imagine then the world is very rich and there's a lot of depth to it if it's being written by an author, especially an author like George R.R. Martin, who seems to have that really good like world building ability. If Game of Thrones is anything to go by, for what I've seen of it. Hello. When you listen, oh, we're on with Secret Zoo again. Okay, when you read or listen the Secret Zoo book, you probably won't put it down or turn it off because the story is so good. When I read it, I almost didn't sleep most days because it was so good. Oh no, am I gonna lose sleep over this book? Oh, I'm glad you like The Room. Thank you, Evie. Right, I'll tell you what. You keep talking about this book. Let me get it on my wish list. I'll do that. Let's just stop the stream for a second. Is it The Secret Zoo or yeah, The Secret Zoo? No, I have The Secret History I need to read actually. What's the author, Evie? Just so I can make sure that I have the is it Brian Chick? Is that? I think that was the author, right? Okay, it's on my wish list. So there we go. Ooh, I'll tell you what, it could be one of the 6 books. Yeah, when I typed it in, there was like Waterstones here has like 3 come up. So I've just wishlisted it. That's a great word. That I feel like I've just made that up. It doesn't sound like a proper word. Yeah, the one that I've just added to my list is just The Secret Zoo. But there are a couple others coming up as well. But I'll just read the Secret Zoo. Because I'm on the hunt at the moment for books for my, like, yeah, the first book is just The Secret Zoo, I'm guessing. Because the others were like Secret Zoo and then it has like something else after it. So, yeah. It's so that's the one that I've added in. You've never played Elden Ring either. It's a big controversy. Oh goodness, people like you think they're wasting the story on a game so hard that most people will never play. Yeah, I can get that. It's like there's so much world to it that it would be great if maybe it wasn't like 18 plus. Because yeah, I've seen, I know it's not something that I've ever really like watched a lot of Let's Plays and things of. I know of a Minecrafter that has been streaming it as like 18 plus streams, and I'm just like, no, maybe not for me. This is our little bookshop seating area, so you can bring your tea outside if you really want to, and then sit. You can sit and read the book that you've just purchased. Because, you know, a lot of us buying books maybe don't always wait till we get home before we've read like at least the first chapter. We have more little bookish things here. Let's run around this way. And then we have excuse me, just random little natural beaches for this island, to be honest. Then we've got a little painting area here where we can sit and do all of the painting, all the forgeries, and sell them. Got some random little pots here, and there's a few gyroids dotted around on the beaches here as well. There's another little. He's supposed to blow bubbles. I don't know why he's not. Oh no, he doesn't blow bubbles. There's one of them that blows bubbles. I thought it was him, but maybe not. I don't know anyway. um, you can leave them. You can leave them in the order if you want. I think let me just do the first one, and then if I decide that I want to carry on with the series, I will give you a shout. Okay. Because I have so many books on my list. That it's getting out of control, I have to say. But I am at the moment. I was starting to say before. I'm going to be starting to look for books, for my what I call my blind date book kind of challenge reading thing for this coming year. I did this for the first time this year, where I bought 12 books from my ever-growing list, like my wish list, from where did I get them from bookshop.org, I think. And I bought some wrapping paper, I bought some labels, and I asked a family member of mine, I was like, can you wrap these and put the labels on for each month, so that I don't know what book is what for the month, and then when I come to that month, I can then open the book up and like find out what it is, and then add it to my like books to read for that month, and have it as a little bit of a surprise element within my for the month. Because sometimes you can get to the point when you're reading, like trying to put together like monthly TBRs and things, if you do that it can get a little bit rote, a little bit like just routine, just like trying to grab like the next book to read. So having that surprise element of you don't know what book it is until you unwrap it, I kind of liked that idea. And I know books, I know the shops, I think on Etsy, that actually you can buy them and you just choose the genre, and they'll send you a book within that genre, and it'll sort of like have written on it like the trope that might be in it, or the themes, or like and like the age group that it is and everything. And I wanted to do something like that, but I'm always bothered that if I bought something like that from like an Etsy seller, that I'm going to end up with a book that maybe I don't particularly like, because I am a little bit picky sometimes with books in certain genres. And so yeah, I thought, well, if I buy ones off my own wish list that I know that I would like to read at some point, get them all wrapped up, and then I will just have a surprise book each month, and it'll be fun, something to unwrap, and like a little gift to myself. It's just someone has to. And so I've done that. So I've got one more book left, but I do know what that book is. Because I knew the books that I've chosen, I just didn't know what order they were going to be in. And the only thing that I stipulated was with certain months that I had either like I didn't mind a chunkier book that month because the book club book was like a manga, or if I had a busy content month with book reviews and things, could you make that choose a smaller book, a shorter book for that month. And so those were like the only stipulations that I made to the person who was wrapping them for me and labeling them up, just so that I knew I wanted to make sure that I'd actually get to reading them within the month, because when the thing is like with the book reviews and things that I do, the PR company that I work for, those books have to take priority. I work to a deadline. Because when I review the books, I am then partaking in a online book tour, and it runs from a certain date to a certain date, and each reviewer is given a date, so you have a deadline to get your review done and ready. And so with those taking priority, I didn't want, on those months where I was a little bit busier with review books, I didn't want to not be able to get to the book that I particularly wanted to read and was looking forward to reading as well. So those were the only stipulations that I had, and so I'm looking to do that again. So Secret Zoo might be a fun one to add in to the mix of that, I think. And then I'd read it. It'd just be read at some point in the year. What I might do when I get someone else to wrap them for me is just say, can you put this in like one of the beginning months, so I don't have to wait too long, because it is a recommendation from you, Evie, and I would really like to see what it's all about. because it seems to be a favorite. You've mentioned it a lot, so yeah, I would like to try and read it sooner rather than later, and yeah, and actually get to it, and then I can tell you what I think of it, and I hope I love it too. I don't want it to make me cry. Please don't let it make me cry. This is my shop area. Let's get back to the island tour now. We've just like gushed about books for like an hour. Excuse me, let me just grab a drink. Actually, I can feel my throat going. Okay. So yeah, this is this little shopping area. So I have hidden Nook's Cranny behind the walls. Which is this item, the castle walls and like the medieval wall. Such a great addition because they help you hide buildings that don't necessarily fit with your theme. And you can colour these walls to anything. They're just, I love doing this. This is just a feature now I think I'm going to run with on my islands because I think it's just a great idea when I saw someone do it. It's like I need that in my life. I need that on my islands, and it works so well. Especially because like the shop gets little seasonal decorations and things outside, so if you want to hide that, these walls are great. But yeah, Able Sisters have got little shopping, little like dress up area things going on here. Some sale items on the racks and things. And then if we run this way, back onto the beach, I just have to be careful when I run down the beach. I don't want to knock off any of the tops of the flowers. The airport is here. We have a ready orange airport, which I was really glad about with this being an autumnal island. The dream is set to this season. Hi Rose, welcome to the stream. It's lovely to see you. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Yeah, we just got little filler islands, more little Koroks everywhere. The Koroks basically replaced the Alice in Wonderland pocket watches that I had around the island for my charity event back in May. And so I wanted to replace them all. It was like a little hunt the clocks kind of thing I had for my guests. And when I came to like getting rid of all the charity stuff, from that, like the charity event sort of themed things, I wanted to replace them, so I made Koroks instead. Can I squeeze past you, Vivian? This is our little raccoon person is cooking up something a little bit suspicious. Oh, thank you for the subscribe. I really appreciate that, Rose. Oh, you like my little character? Thank you. Yeah, this is Rue. She's very pleased to meet you too. She'll wave at you. I love the double wave. I'm a double wave girl, I tell you. I love that. I love that little reaction. It's so cute. But yeah, so we're gonna head. This is where the resident services is. There's just a little seating area here. There's not much going on in this little space really. And we've got Labelle or Label, as she likes to be known now. She's not as posh as she used to be. You're redoing your island. What theme are you choosing, Rose? Are you going for a theme, or are you just doing a whatever kind of no theme island? Because I'd love to just do like a no theme island and just have so much random stuff around. I can't seem to bring myself to do it though. So I'm interested what your theme is. You've got so many hours on New Horizons. I'd tell you my hours, but I would have to I'd have to stick the tea break screen up so you guys don't see my Switch code, which I can do. But let's just say it's thousands. Not even as many as New Leaf. No, I don't. Actually, I think I may have surpassed my New Leaf hours with New Horizons. Because I've got... This is going to make me sound so obsessive with this game. I have 3 islands. So I have a lot of hours across all 3. So yeah, you don't know what theme you want. You want to do city, but you're not good with roads. Your island looks ugly every time you decorate. Oh, I'm sure not. I'm sure not. Do you know, I have to say, when I see the city, like the city core islands, they look absolutely incredible. But I wouldn't know where to start with those either. I have it's a theme that it's kind of like, you know, I'd love to maybe try and have a go like you, like let's have a go. But yeah, I wouldn't have the first clue where to start. Most of my islands are I mean, apart from Panem being like Hunger Games themed, Hessa is very much English countryside island, and then like Aquila here, we've got a little bit of a nod to academia for sure, because you know we've got statues and bits of paintings and things around, and just like tiny little hints of that. But I think I've tried to do a more town kind of island before, and I couldn't do it. I hated it. It just wasn't going great. And I see other people do things. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll try that. It just does not look great when I do it. I don't know how these people do it. I'm always in awe of like the city core islands completely. They're incredible. You also love to give people gifts. Yeah, I like doing that too. I love sending like just like little random gifts of just like things that I've maybe come across that I know a friend's gonna love. Yeah, I love that. I think that's a great feature of this game, for sure. You sent your friend 2 gifts almost every day. Oh, that's really sweet. And like a little note in there as well. That's really sweet. I love that. But yeah, we've got, see, just random little natural filler. I always like a cliff behind my resident service as well. I don't know whether you guys like that or not. I kind of like resident services kind of enclosed. I think it makes it fit into the landscape a little bit more. So yeah, I like the cliffs around it. So I liked this kind of feature. This was, I think, one of the first things I did. I think like build up this sort of area. And then down here, so this is the way I come when I'm wandering around the island. But you can, excuse me, Freya. Yeah, thank you. This is this path. So from the resident services, like if you're coming up from the airport over this bridge, you can come this way, and this takes you into where the animals, where the villagers are. So you can carry on up here. And this is where Sky and Dobie live. So Sky and Dobie have similar hobbies. YouTube emojis. What is that, goat? All this talk of Gift City and friends reminds me. Did you play Farmville Cityville during Facebook days? Yes, Farmville. Oh, I feel so old. I don't think is that still around? I'd be curious to know if that's still around. I don't really do Facebook. I literally have a Facebook page for my one of my Instagrams and my website, and that is it. I removed all of my friends and things on there. I'm like, I don't come on here anymore. Where am I from? I'm in England. I'm in the UK. This is why I talk the way I do. Yeah, I'm in England. I'm British. Yeah, but yeah, Dobie and Sky have similar interests. So I popped them together, and so they have all the books around. Dobie, for his holiday, like I guess vacation home in Happy Home Paradise, he wants like a writer's kind of retreat kind of thing. So I put him a few little writer things outside, a little typewriter and that, and he's the one that's kind of made the mess with the with all of the documents and things. And then when you come round, let's go the opposite way, because then we can like run through the little snicket, like cut through. But yeah, this is where they live. We have, excuse me, we have some Lon Lon ranch milk as well. So we do have one or two like little hints of Zelda in here as well. Just because, why not, right? I can do what I want. It's my island. You played so much Cityville. It was great. I'm really curious if it's not. Oh, it's not around. It shut down in 2015. Aw, you're in Canada, Rose. That is cool. I'd love to go to Canada. It looks absolutely incredible. Nowadays, what is that? Nowadays, there is Cities Skyline, which is realistic, and you want to play this silly cartoon game. Yeah, why do things have to like look so realistic anymore? Let's go back to like the really like non-real version of games. That would be great, right? See, we have another Korok just hanging out. I can't even remember how many of them there are. Did you? Oh, have I had a drink yet? Oh, you taking Stefan's place? Thank you. Yeah, I will have a drink. Give me a sec. Evie's been the hydration police for me now. Thank you, Evie. I appreciate that because I do forget. I mentioned, I don't know if I mentioned this on stream, I mentioned this the other day to someone. I was like, I forget. I get into the game, I get talking to you guys, and I forget to have a drink, and I really shouldn't. It's not good. Yeah, this is Lobo's house. He has a little collection of things outside. And then we have Whitney's house here. Yes, for now. Yeah, okay. Until Stefan comes back then. Because he's very good at reminding me. Which is good. So it's always nice to like have someone to sort of say, don't forget to have a drink. Even though I have the reminder pop up from Streamlabs, I'm known to ignore it. I think this is Wolfgang's house, if I remember rightly. I don't have the pictures outside. Audie's house, she must be around somewhere. She also has a milk delivery look. they drink Lon Lon milk on here. And then we've got Chief's house here. I'm not going to go inside all of them. And then we've got another Korok, because we could do another dream address maybe after this. I could maybe show you guys Hessa. We'll do like all 3 islands tours if you want. And then Kyle lives in here. And then when we come down here, I'm actually going to run to the other side of the island, because you can get into where I'm going to take you via a pipe. So let me come this way. Let me throw the camera up so I can actually see where I'm running. We're going to run all the way back over to this side of the island. It's your birthday on Sunday. I personally don't celebrate them, but I hope you have a lovely day. Right, so this is Wolflink. He's fast asleep. We have, this actually should glow, but there we go. Have a little altar to our wolf gods here, because why not? And then when we pop down this pipe, whoop, we come out here. This originally was the where the Blue Sunday setup was. If you were here back in May, you will have seen all of that. Yeah, so you come out of the pipe, and then when you come into here, this is all completely changed now. And we have a really kind of cool my first attempt at doing a spiral. Not a fun experience in the slightest. I think it came out okay. We have the little spiral that wanders around that our little wolves can go to, and then they can howl at the moon. And that's that's kind of the idea. Did you know that Lon Lon milk can be an adult soda. It's canon in Ocarina of Time. Really? I didn't know that. That's cool. I actually have a Lon Lon milk bottle that when I sort my my office redecoration out, I'm gonna start using for putting milk in, because I have like a whole like tea station set up in my office. My office isn't massive; it takes up room, but it's a necessity for myself, for reasons I won't bore you with. But I love being able to come into my office and I don't have, you know, if I'm in the middle of doing something, I can just like grab a quick drink from in here, rather than going all the way down to the kitchen. And so I have like a little mini fridge and things, and yeah, I got myself a Lon Lon milk bottle because why not? It was there, I saw it, I wanted it, I got it. So yeah, I'm gonna use it for milk when I redo my my office, and then I can drink Lon Lon milk, even though it won't actually be Lon Lon milk because I don't drink dairy milk. But yeah, so yeah, this is just my little spiral area. I think we actually set up this section, this sort of back wall section on stream, and played around with it, and then I've just sort of built off of that, added some things to it. We've got our little wolf link here looking over the little wolf pups. We can turn them on so they're barking. They're just adorable. I love this item, it's just so great. Then when you wander down here, this is the rest of the spiral. It takes you around. So when you look at the map, we're down in the bottom right corner, so you can see the spiral. It's a zone I swell, essentially, on the map. I think it looks okay on the map. It definitely was not the easiest thing to do. I still feel like it's maybe a little bit wide in certain places, with the water, not the land. I think the land is like kind of cool. I like the way it spirals, but yeah, I think maybe I could have brought this side in a little bit. But I was very happy with like my first try with that, because it was a struggle. The milk bar in Ocarina of Time, there's a crunk guy in that area. It was Ocarina or Majora's Mask, you don't remember. Ah, okay. Oh, a drunk guy, I think you mean, yeah? How funny. People getting drunk in Zelda? Never. Okay, so let us wander down this way. And yeah, do you guys want to see Hessa? I can show you Hessa. That dream actually needs updating, but it's good to we can go around it. Not much has changed. Not too much has changed. So let's run here. We'll head back to the house because we do have time. We've got some time still. We've got about 40 minutes left, so we can wander around Hessa, and then I think by the time we're done, that'll be it. Yeah, from milk. Let my tea go cold. Okay. Let's go to Hessa. This is my first ever island. All the way back March 2020. Yeah, shows you other islands. Yeah, you can see Hessa. Because I don't think I've not really, I rarely play Animal Crossing on stream. I don't know whether I unconsciously avoid it because I don't want to be bottlenecked into purely Animal Crossing creator content, you know, sort of content creator. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I don't just play this game. So I wanted to be a little bit more of a variety kind of streamer, which, I mean, at the moment, the main game to play on stream are Stardew Valley and Tears of a Kingdom. But there's plenty to do in those games. But then I'll add in like the odd, I've done the odd Minecraft stream, which there won't be a Minecraft stream for quite a while. I've found I'm not a fan of streaming it. But if anyone wants to, I still have the stream world set up. It's not like I've got rid of that. So if any of you guys in the chat do play Minecraft and you want to hang out in a Minecraft world, if you join the Discord, we can organize some off stream like little gaming sessions. I'm quite happy to do that. I'm quite happy to have that Minecraft world opened up, add you guys into it so you can come and play, and you can come and do that, come and hang out in there. I'm always happy to do that, for myself, like in an evening when it's like better for like you guys in the US to come and hang out. But yeah, there won't be many Minecraft streams, I don't think, going forward. But then what else have we played? We've played a little bit of Mineko's Night Market at the beginning of the month. That was a fun game. I'd like to try and do a little bit more of that at some point. And I'd like to continue Unpacking as well. I played Unpacking back in May. I adore that game. I've played it all the way through. And so I shared it on stream. And and I'd like to maybe jump back into that at some point as well and kind of do a little bit more of that game. Because I think it's a nice relaxing one. That's a good evening, like cozy evening, chill out game. So that's another good one that we could maybe jump back into at some point. Okay, so we want to revisit. I'm pretty sure I've been to Hessa with Rue. Yes, there we go. Lilo. Off to Hessa. And I'm going to have some more water while Luna does her thing and drugs us up and sends us to sleep. How do I make my tea? I have a kettle, and then I use tea bags. I don't use loose leaf tea. So I use a tea bag. And add the water, and then I add milk. Well, depending on the tea, as to whether I add I don't have a lot of milk either. But yeah, I'll add a little bit of milk in. So if I'm drinking English breakfast or just like an everyday black tea, I will add some milk. But I really like green tea and chamomile tea as well. So I don't add milk to that though. But yeah, I've got in front of me, I've let it go cold, but I've got in front of me a green tea matcha blend, which gives you a little bit of a boost, and I was feeling like I needed a little bit of a boost today. Yeah, so I don't mind drinking this cold. Actually, it's not so bad cold. I know that sounds really horrible, but it's not too bad cold. So yeah, that's how I make mine. I don't generally use a teapot either. I don't go all out with that. It's just dip the tea bag in the cup, wait for the kettle to come off boil, and then pour the water in. Okay, welcome to Hessa, guys. Okay, Luna. Okay. Thank you. Oh, excuse me. So let's have a look at these. I think, if I remember rightly, this might be yeah, this is a book. my favorite item in the game. You watched a video about making the best way to make tea. Well, do share. What is the best way to make tea? And we have a takeout coffee as well. We will not be using that. We will be reading our book on the way around. So I think what we're going to do is, like with the others, oh my word, this is not the same as it is on the actual island. What we're going to do, ignore everything that you're seeing right now. No, don't read the book. Rue, get in the pipe. We're going to go up to my house. We'll have a quick wander around the house. So you guys can see that. And, hang on. A lot has changed on this island. I really need to update this dream. I didn't realise. So I don't know what this house is going to look like. Can't remember. But this is my little log cabin. I don't live in a log cabin anymore. It's by the food theory. The best way to make tea is to make it chai. I think you're a little biased, Ardy. Oh, this hasn't changed too much inside. So this is welcome to my little entryway, and then my lounge. There's a lot of bookish things going on this island. Just be aware of that. The name for the island Hessa actually comes from a book as well. So it's very much that is the theme of the island. But yeah, this is my little setup. And then in here, I think is my gaming room. I think I made myself a gaming room. Yes, this is my little gaming room. And look, I made myself a play button. So little Lo in Animal Crossing has a play button. And so yeah, she has her own little like mega setup. A gaming desk and everything, and then she's got her switches, which, fun fact, this little switch light, let me turn the camera, is the actual colour of my switch light. Though I have a skin on a vinyl skin on my switch light, I no longer use it either. It was slowly dying a death. It started to stop turning on and things, so I transferred everything off it onto a different switch. And she proudly sits on my shelf above my desk. But she has a vinyl. I popped a vinyl skin on it, and it's like an autumnal, like creamy skin. So it's a really pretty switch. There are pictures of it on my Instagram. If you scroll right back through, you'll find it eventually. But yeah, that is the actual colour of my switch light. And then the grey switch is one of the switches that I own. I never got the Animal Crossing theme switch. I don't like it. It's not for me. I don't like the colour scheme of it. But yeah, and then I also have pictures of a lot of the villagers in here as well, as you can see. In here. So then let's pop out of this way. The first cooking thing every Indian kid learns is to make chai. We drink too much chai. Is there such a thing though? What island is your main island? The one that we're visiting now, Hessa. That is my my main island. Yeah, this I've had Hessa since the very end of March 2020. And it's changed over time, but not too much. I've never done like a mass flatten of this island. I've just tweaked over the years, and what you're seeing how it is now, it's actually changed. I didn't realize how much I've changed it. I need to update the dream. I need to do it this month, so it stays in the same season. Epic Gamer setup, it has RGB. I know, right? One can only dream of having a setup like that. It is great. Can I walk? Let's walk into the room, Roo. You know the drill. Let's go. Oh, this is my kitchen. Complete with Paddington Bear. Waiting for his marmalade sandwiches. So yeah, we have Paddington visiting, and then we have a whole little like baking station here. I have a little cup of tea, and I also have pancakes, which I think you guys would probably refer to as maybe crepes, but for us the thinner version of the thinner like crepe is what we call pancakes here. What you guys in the US, I'm mainly talking to the people in the US here, you guys have like thicker pancakes than we do. So yeah, this is our version of a pancake. So yeah. What do I think a splash is for making tea? I don't know. Just like, I couldn't even tell you. Ardy, he's just a bear. He's a bear in a book. Leave him alone. A splash. I don't know. I can't even tell you. I'd have to like demonstrate it, and I can't do that. So I don't know. Let's go up here and then we'll run around the island. Okay, this is my little bedroom. All nice and very chill. We have lots of butterflies around here. We have my pet betta fish as well. Which I did used to have a betta fish in real life. I called him Leonard. He was that colour as well. He was great. And I have my wall of wolves, which I haven't got every one up there because I need to get the pictures from Rue to send over to this island so I can have a proper wolf wall. And then just my little cozy bed. And here's another little random fact for you. I actually own that Switch case in real life as well. So that's kind of fun to have that in game. And then, as usual, I have a book next to my bed. That is very true to life as well. Do a tea making video? No, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. And then in here, oh, I don't think I went in the other room. Did I? It would be fun. I don't think it would be fun. So again, this is basically like the original of the book club room. So the book club room on Aquila is modelled after this one. This is the first version of this room. And I would love this room in real life. If someone can make me this room in real life, I'd be incredibly happy because it's just so cozy and lovely. And so yeah, we've had many a book club meeting here. And yeah, it's just nice and cozy. We have a ladder to go with the bookshelves so we can reach the top shelf. Another dream of mine. I just want the Beauty and the Beast library, you know, like every reader does. Oh, hang on. We missed the bathroom. It's okay. It's just a bathroom, okay? It's nothing special. It's nothing special. You don't need to see it. Why would I not make a tea making video? I don't think I'd be any good at that. I'm not an expert tea maker. Oh, yeah, Matt, looking at this, my island has changed a lot. This is one of the many book scenes that I have around this island, and this particular one is for the Mistborn series by Brandon Sanderson. She's one of my favourite Brandon Sanderson series. Yeah, so we have a few of the characters represented here. You may not get this if you haven't read the series. But yeah, so we have that. There's also a few little yellow ducks dotted around this island as well. They basically are a nod to the Usborne books. I don't know whether they were I'm not sure if they were just a UK thing or not. I'm really not sure. But they were a children's book where you would read the story, but within the story it would tell you, like, find the yellow ducks. So on pretty much every page there would be hidden a little yellow duck. And I grew up with them, and then I've also like gifted certain ones to like my younger nieces and nephews and things, and I always loved them. And I love to read them with, like, especially like one of my nieces. I can remember taking her to a bookshop for the first time and like picking up this book, and it was one of these like little ones. Was, let's find the yellow duck, and yeah, I loved that. And so I have the little. I think there's maybe like 5 yellow ducks around somewhere. You probably have more options in chai products in your supermarket than a local store here. Yeah, probably, because I feel like nearly every tea brand maybe has their own take on chai. I would imagine that would be the case. Hi, Marshall. We have Lobo's house here. Everyone lives in a log cabin on this island. That hasn't changed. But this whole area has changed. But we have Lobo lives there. We've got Fang lives here. They had a little shared place to drink tea and read. Down here, excuse me, Marshall, I'm just going to squash through here. We've got a little seating area. And then this is like visiting a whole new island. My island hasn't looked like this for so long. We have Freya. She lives in the pink house. And then we have Audie. She lives here. So my wolves are kind of together. And then when we run down here, when you come over, I will come over the bridge and sort of, I'll show you this more in a second. There's a little drop through this way as well from Fang's house, so you could run down this whole back way. But we'll go down into the village first, and then we'll pop back up. So here. Oh, now hang on. Let me have a look at the map. It's Eric. Eric is no longer on this island. Sasha now lives in Eric's place, but that's Eric's house. We see Marshall. There's Norma on this island as well. She is a original villager for this island. She's one of my first villagers. Fritter was my very first villager, along with Teddy. Teddy is no longer on the island. He moved off quite a while ago. Syra is my my librarian. Hessa has a library, which I will proudly show you all. And then yeah, we've got Freya and Lobo and Fang. We have Kiki. She was the first cat villager I ever came across in Wild World. So I have her for very sentimental reasons. She turned up at my campsite and I said goodbye to Lolly. I swapped Lolly out for Kiki. And that Lolly now lives on a family member's island, so I still get to see her when I go visit, which is kind of sweet. But yeah, and then we've got Dobie and we have Eric. I keep saying it, I know, but I really need to update this island dream. Because I still have this island. It's not like it's like gone. No ducks. No, I did have an island with Molly on. Yeah, my island of Cedar Cove, I think, had Molly, little Molly duck. So she is adorable. I do like the ducks, but yeah, not for this island. Sorry, I don't think there'll ever be a duck on this island either. I'm very settled with the villagers that I have. I rarely let any villager go. It has to be for like someone super special. In order for there to be a change made, for sure. Yeah, Norma lives in there, and Fritter is down in this house here. So that's where all of my villagers live. Apart from Dobie, he lives on his own. He's a little lone wolf on his own. This is Blather's research area, so he has all of his like reference books and things, and you can come to his like little reference library. I remember setting that up. So yeah, that's all there for Blathers, because he is then in, yeah, you can't, this whole museum is covered with castle walls now. So yeah, you can't actually see like the front of the museum anymore. So yeah, that's well, that's there. And then we have our Rosetta Stone there as well, and which I have seen in real life, even though it really should not be where it is. It should be back in the country that it belongs in. I have seen it in real life. I had a complete history like geeking out moment when I saw that down in London. But yeah, it really should not be where it is. It should be back in his country of origin for sure. Have I ever seen the movie Kiki's Delivery Service? No, but it is on my my Netflix list. I have a few like anime films that have been recommended to me on that list that I really should get to. Let's drop our way down here. See, we're having a little wishing well set up here. This one actually has its coin. I wonder if someone came to my island and stole the coin and made the wish on Aquila. I think that's the only way that could have disappeared. But yeah, we've got Dobie in his little house here. This is still pretty much set up exactly the same. And then this is Dobie's boat. And so we're gonna go off on adventures together eventually. So we have all our supplies and things here, because he keeps telling me that he wants to, you know, take me on a boat. and go sailing. So I gave him his boat, the boat of his dreams. So do I like Lord of the Rings? No, I've never. I say no. I don't know if it's like my thing. The movie's definitely not. Um, this has all changed as well. This for the better, I have to say. This is very sparse on here. No, I'm very picky when it comes to fantasy elements of films and books. So I'm not sure. I've tried to sort of read little bits of Lord of the Rings rather than watch the films. I'd rather do the books than the films. But yeah, I'm a little bit like, I'm not sure if it's for me. I just can't seem to get into it. I don't know. Right, down in here we have our orchard. Excuse my poorly drawn custom design sign. This is definitely, there's Norma. Hi Norma. This is definitely all changed. The centerpiece of this orchard no longer exists now on the island. I've made a picnic setup in the middle of the orchard. And then yeah, you can't get into, this is the vegetable patch. This is all changed as well. It's still kind of here, but you can't get into it this way. You have to come in from the side. You don't like Lord of the Rings too? You've only seen the movies and it's too slow. Yeah, I mean, it's epic fantasy, isn't it? And it's over like 3 big chunky books. And so you've got 3 big films. And I can imagine there's a lot of build up and getting to where they're going. Oh, here is Syra. This is my my librarian. So she's telling you to visit the library. She's based on a character from the book that the name Hessa comes from. She's the main character in that book, which is Carve the Mark, which is the book I was actually talking about earlier. This is a little dig site where we discovered the fossils for Blathers. I don't think this is here now. I feel like that isn't here, but I'm not sure. I can't remember now. I haven't been on Hessa for a little bit. But yeah, there's Syra. And if we wander down here, I've redone all of the beaches. Oh, there's me. Hi, me. Hello. So this is me. This is my actual character, looking like me. So yeah, say hello to little Lo. So she's telling me there's 5 ducks on the island that I have to find. We're not going to do that though. Lord of the Rings is a walking movie. Oh, you mean like on a treadmill you would just like walk it and watch? Back in the day they didn't have video games, so there was a lot of time to burn. Exactly. But yeah, that is what I look like as an Animal Crossing character, I guess. She's kind of based on me. Then in here, this area is all changed. But this is the library. And then I will show you inside the library. Spider-Man meme, yeah. Yeah, all of me's pointing at me's. We have a little outdoor library here. This is all built up now, and the library actually sits back in this spot on the cliff, rather than down here, so you can actually see the house a little bit better. We have a little donation here as well, just tucked off to the side. But yeah, there's now like an incline coming up onto this, and the library's raised up on the cliff instead. But this is where we come into the library, and we have our librarian's desk, and one of my local libraries. I have 2 local libraries. I'm very blessed that way to have 2 local libraries in the area that I live. But I can always remember going in the bigger one as a child, and they always had they had like a wall of like fish tanks. So I wanted to have a little sort of nod acknowledgement of my own library, and that was something I always remembered. So I have a little fish, a little guppy, I think he is. Is he a guppy? Yeah, he's a guppy. There, and then I also have a chess set in here, and that is a little sort of nod again to the very first book that we chose for the book club to read, which was The Midnight Library. Because within that book, there's a librarian who she's actually called Louise, and I always find it really weird reading books with a character with my own name, because I shorten Louise to Lo. I prefer Lo, like for online stuff. But yeah, I always find it really strange, but it was so lovely to have a character with my own name that did a job that would be my dream job, and she was a great character, and she played chess with the main character, and so I wanted to add the chess set in as an acknowledgement of the librarian in that book, because it was our first read. So yeah, let's head through. We might end up going longer, you know, guys. If you want to see all of this island, I'm not doing this very fast. We're so busy talking. Have I seen the movie Spaceballs? No. No, I have not. This is kind of like the YA, I guess, like young adult sort of library. You can come in here and do your little research if you're at college, school, or whatever, and then like pick up your books and things and sit and read. So that's that one. Did I know that the ocean is soup? Really? I don't like soup though. So does that mean I don't like the ocean? And then this side, I think, is the children's library, if I remember rightly. Like the little children's section. Yeah, here we go. So we've got pop-up books. We do have one or two little toys in here. It's a little bit more bright, more colourful. Yeah, so that is this one. We've got fun little dog art on the wall, little Red Riding Hood and the wolf there as well. But yeah, that's the children's library. And then the back area over here. I was gonna have another drink again, guys. My throat's starting to. I can tell I've been streaming for a while and talking for a while. This is a reference library. So if you need to do any research or anything, you can do that in here. This is just as you can kind of get down one side of here, but the ladder is blocking the way. So that's that one. The ocean has meat and vegetables, so does soup. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I get that. Then upstairs is Syra's apartment. That's funny, Evie. This is Syra's apartment. I think I've changed this around a little bit. But this is where our librarian lives. So she's got a little room in here, all of the books. She's got a typewriter and a little kitchen. She has soup as well, Evie. Syra eats soup. And then down in the basement, this is our official book club room. So this is where this room is actually designed for the book club to meet, and so we have some goodies, and then we have a place for us all to sit, and we have a little tea and coffee station as well in here, but this is where we mainly sit. So any pictures on my Instagram of when we have the book club are usually in this room, or in the cafe. Sometimes we will sometimes meet up and go to the cafe for a coffee in game. We don't meet up in real life. Everyone in my book club at the moment that comes to the meetup, they're all in America. I am the only Brit at the moment. That is going to change come January, which is very nice. It'll be nice to have a fellow Brit in the book club. Yeah, so that's the library. And then if we run down this way, we've just got lots of little filler spaces. We've got a little crafting area. Yeah, this has changed. I don't think these things are here anymore. And then down here, this beach is completely changed as well. A little seating area here at the moment. And then little camp area here. I did like that little spot actually. I can't remember if that's still there or not. I don't think it is. And then we have Able Sisters here. The outside of this has changed a little bit as well. When I do update the dream, we could maybe do like a one-off tour. And I'll show you what it looks like now. This again is all changed. It's definitely decorated for autumn with all the pumpkins. Pumpkin season, for sure. I kind of went a little bit mad with the pumpkins, it looks like. Cereal is soup. Is cereal soup? Oh. That means I like, if cereal is soup, that means I like soup then, right? Because I don't mind cereal. You say yes, but because if you let it sit, it becomes like chowder. Chowder is a type of soup. Ugh. No. Cereal has to be a lot of cereal and only a little bit of milk so you still have that crunch, okay? Soggy cereal is not the one at all. Hi, Fang. This is another little book scene. We ran past another one actually, which was Alice in Wonderland. I can double back to show you that. This book scene is for a book called Sourdough. An excellent little short book. And yeah, highly recommend. It's by a author called Robin Sloan. It's just the best. The best book ever. It's just so cozy and just so fun to read. Hi Trey, welcome welcome to the stream. Is that Trevi? Sorry, missed out the V. Trev. How did we get here? I have no idea. Okay. We have no idea. We've gone through all sorts of, we've gone through Hunger Games talk, we've had Undertale talk, we've had tea talk, and we're now on soup. And I don't even like soup. And cereal. Like, what is this? You guys are ridiculous. Here's the campsite area. Let's continue to talk about cereal and soup. What cereal is what cereal is cereal? Because sugar cubes should not be called cereal. What? Well, do you put sugar cubes in your cereal? I don't put or is that like the weird sugar cereal, like cereal covered in sugar? No, that is definitely not great. Here's Jack and the Beanstalk. This I think was like my first book scene that I made. Seems accurate, I know, right? You've been here partway into the tea, so yeah. I know. My chat is crazy. Oh, we double backed a little bit on the on Wednesday's stream. We had a whole casting of the Zelda movie, and so we had a little bit of a double back to that. That was completely my fault. And we're not going to go back to that, are we, Evie? We're not going to mention that again. But yeah, so we've had that thrown in there as well a little bit. But that was a whole thing on Wednesday night stream. I can say. A fun chat, but yeah, a little bit that got a little bit out of hand, I have to say. But yeah, we have Jack and the Beanstalk there. A lot of flowers. I don't think I have as many flowers around here now. And all the mushrooms. Some more little fun little just random filler areas. And then this is Dune. This is my my little Dune bookscape. So we have the little helicopter things. I can't, off the top of my head right now, I cannot remember what they're called. We've got the little cave place that the natives to Dune live in. It's been a while since I've read that, but you can totally tell I cannot remember the names of things. And then we have the sandworm. So yeah, we have a bit too happy looking sandworm actually. There we go. There's the evil one that we wanted. Did we know that Sour Patch Kids made a cereal and it was not good. Well, I don't think we even have Sour Patch Kids here. So no, definitely did not know that. Oh, you knew that ice cream? The ice cream was good. What? Is that ice cream? Please don't tell me that's ice cream like for a cereal flavor, or just like Sour Patch ice cream. I don't know. Yeah, we don't have. As far as I know, we might be able to get that at like certain shops. The Sour Patch Kids. It's not something I've ever come across. So, definitely not tried them. Little random fishing areas around here. We'll run up this beach really quick because there's basically nothing but weeds. Oh, here I am again. I'm over there now. And the odd like turtle and gyroid. But yeah, there's not much up here. We've got a little stargazing rock for when we need to wish on shooting stars. I set that up for when we used to have like wishing star parties and people used to come over. Back in the good old days of like 2020 playing Animal Crossing. And then up here have a little valley. This is Hybrid Valley. Again, excuse my poor excuse for a custom design. This is Hybrid Valley. This is where all of the hybrid flowers on my island are. This came about by accident. I needed a place to grow them so I could get all of the flowers, and they just stayed here, and I turned it into a little valley walkway. So yeah, this is a feature. Oh, please don't turn. Can we go down the vine? Thank you. So yeah, so that became a feature of my island, my little hybrid valley. And then when you go back through this, oh, I have my little teddy bears here. Like my little teddy bears, like going on a bear hunt. Kind of like teddy bears picnic thing going on here. That they are not there anymore. When is a door not a door? When it's a window. I don't know. You have a question, Artie? Okay, is there a flavor that you like generally but hate in the ice cream or vice versa? I'm not sure. I guess I don't know. I use it because I'm so boring when it comes to ice cream. I like mint flavors and I like lemon flavors. But I'm happy I will have that in like anything. You don't like mint flavored ice cream? But yeah, I like a good mint flavored things and lemon. I really like just lemon. I just like lemons. But I'm not sure. I feel like most things, if I don't like the oh, you don't like chocolate ice cream? Do you know, I'll have chocolate ice cream, but I don't feel like it's a flavour that translates well in ice cream. Sorry. You just hate mint in general, or Evie. Oh, that's such a disappointment. I love it. I think the reason I like mint is because I'm not a massive fan of dark chocolate on its own. So I'll often go for a mint chocolate with it dark because I have to have like dairy free, like vegan chocolate. So having mint in any chocolate that if I want, which I don't have a lot of, to be honest. I don't eat a lot of chocolate. I don't eat a lot of sweet things. But I'll often go for a chocolate with mint in, and it just like lifts the bitterness of the dark chocolate. Do I eat plain lemon slices? Yes, I will quite happily suck on a lemon slice, and that sounds horrible. I know. I get it. I know. Like suck on the lemon. Yeah. I'll often I can remember going out for meals with like family members and things, and they'll get like a lemon wedge as part of the meal, and they would hand it to me knowing that I would just suck on it. I don't know what it is. I really like that sharp, fresh taste of it. Dark chocolate is the best. Yeah, as long as it's got something with it. This is the thing. I find it a little bit bitter. Mind you, it depends on the percentage of cocoa. What's your favourite? Like, how dark do you like it, though? I'm curious about that. For sure. Because I tend, if it's plain dark, then the percentage for the cocoa has to be lower. Here's Alice in Wonderland, everybody. I knew we were going to double back to her eventually. So this is Alice. We've got the White Rabbit, the tea set, the cards. Cheshire Cat is here, and then we have the Mad Hatter's hat as well. But that is all of Hessa, I think. So we're going to head back to, to Aquila. But back to Ardy's question, I'm really not sure. I don't know. I guess chocolate would probably be my least favourite flavour in an ice cream. It's not, I don't necessarily like reach for a chocolate. I don't really eat ice cream either. I really don't really have a sweet tooth. I'd rather have something like salty. You want to wake up? Let's wake up, Rue. You love sea salt and caramel? Yes. Now that is nice because I like the salty with the sweet. That's a very nice flavour combination. I do like that. You like 50 to 75%. Yeah, I think I'm about that as well. I think any darker than like 70, 75, it's just too bitter. Even with like an added flavour, it's a little bit too bitter for sure. You've never had dark chocolate. You bought chocolate when you were young. Let me have a look. You bought chocolate when you were young and always thought, why are people buying this expensive chocolate when they could buy 5 dairy milks? Honestly, I get that. I really get that. All that sharp lemon taste gives you a weird face from the flavour, even though it ain't bad. I've never obviously watched myself eat a lemon, so I don't know what I look like. But yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I can quite happily suck on a lemon. Milk chocolate is your personal favorite as well, Trevi. That's nice. Yeah, I do actually. I miss milk chocolate, proper milk chocolate. It's one of the drawbacks of not being able to have dairy. I'm like I say, I don't really reach for sweet things. I don't eat a lot of chocolate really anymore. But yeah, a nice galaxy bar of chocolate is really nice, I have to say. I think in America, I think it's Dove, I think is the brand. I don't think it's Galaxy over across the pond. You're not too much of a fan of the 90% dark that you've tried. Yeah, I think when it gets into that range, it's too bitter. And I don't know whether it's maybe like in your head you have this like chocolate should be sweet, and I don't know whether it's just that. Am I lactose intolerant? Yeah, I also it also triggers I have a I also get eczema really bad, which is a great topic to go on to. So have too much dairy can trigger an immune response in my silly little broken body. And yeah, so I can end up with like a flare of that as well. So I stay off dairy completely. Eggs also does a similar thing, so I don't eat eggs either, and I can't touch gluten either. So I am a little sensitive soul. I'm a bit too sensitive for the world. So yeah, that's me. So I tend to if I do want anything in the, like sort of chocolate realm or anything, it's usually vegan. And nut free. I can't have nuts either. You know, honestly, my body's a party. It's great. The best chocolate is German chocolate. I don't think I've ever had German chocolate. Swiss chocolate. you want to try Swiss chocolate if you haven't already. But on that note, I can feel my voice going completely now. I can feel it's like it's on the way. I need to go, and I need to go eat. You guys are making me hungry. I need to go have some food and go and chill out for the rest of the evening. But you have now seen like all 3 of my islands. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed the Hunger Games, which was the main reason for the stream, just to show off Panem and celebrate the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes being released in cinemas. I hope if any of you are going to see the film, let me know what you think of it. And you can't give me any spoilers because I've read the book. I know everything that happens, so there's no spoilers as far as I'm concerned. So I'd love to know like your thoughts when you have seen it, if you're going to see it. And what you think, whether, you know, if you are, especially if you're someone who's read the book and then gone to see it, how faithful it is to the story of the book. I'm quite intrigued because it is going to be a little while before I get to see it. So I'll enjoy hearing all about it from you guys. But I am going to go. It's been so lovely chatting with you all. We've had another really fun, quirky chat going on this stream. And I love it so much. Katniss dies. Katniss isn't even in it, okay? Yeah, you are waffling. You have no idea. Katniss isn't even in it. Right. Before I do go, I have to do the whole spiel. You know, we have to do the whole thing. If you are here for the first time and you've enjoyed the stream, please consider subscribing and hitting the like button, because that really does help me out and I greatly appreciate it. Again, thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed during the stream and in the last sort of day or two as well. I really do appreciate it, and it's lovely to have you join our little community here. If you want to find me on social media, there is a link in the description to my Instagram and also my Threads, which is basically the same handle. I have affiliate links in there as well if you want to buy some tea or you want to buy some books. No obligation at all. I just get a small commission if you do use my links. I think there's a link in there to my website as well if you want to see more of what I do, not gaming wise. Then you're welcome to go and have a browse of that. And but I will see you all. What day is it? Friday. I will see you all again on Wednesday. I've got a short that I'm hoping to get filmed over the weekend, and that should be up on Monday for you. There will be a schedule on the community tab and on the Discord by Sunday evening. Might be late for me Sunday evening because I am playing Stardew with a friend, so by the time I get to that it might be a bit later, but there will be a post on the community tab with everything. Don't forget to put a sticky note on the Switch dock. Okay, I will do that. Don't play Undertale. That's what it has to say, right? Okay. But yeah, everything is in the description. And I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. And I hope your week next week starts off great. We can catch up on Wednesday when we play some more Stardew Valley. And yeah, thank you again. And don't forget to stay safe and play cozy games. Bye, everybody.